Alrighty, you got the stream started, Evan?
Yeah, they just started up.
Alright. Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Rolls to Astonish. And we are back once again with our 5th edition campaign of Legend of the 5 Amulets. We are back with our typical adventuring crew, and we now have the bard back. He just got done sleeping with the cats.
Yes.
Woot.
Hey, X.
Covered in cat fur. He wins.
Hey, first off, don't ever knock sleeping with kitties. It's amazeballs.
You mean,
Never said anything
you
about
mean
that.
sleeping with pussy.
Oh.
That was
we're
the
going
second thing I
that
was
one
going
or
to
that.
say, but she took it out of my mouth.
Okay.
The
We're
stream's
going
not
down
live.
that one. I
The
guess
stream
you're
is live.
swimming in it, huh?
Oh, it doesn't show it's live.
He was just swimming
Alright.
in the pussy.
Anyway, we come back to the current standing. Bard!
He's dying.
Cough.
Bard is dying. Okay,
The cat
last
fur got into
time,
his lungs.
yeah. Last time we were here, I believe we faced off against a bunch of goblins, and they promptly got themselves, like, reamed extremely. Because these guys set a bunch of traps and killed, like, half the goblins before they even could look at them.
Yeah, and that was even without the big log that Burles got.
There was a big log.
Yeah,
There was a big
never
log.
even came
It
into play.
hit the ogre.
Oh.
Yeah, as in the ogres were taking the lead. It hit them first. It did nothing.
They're like, oh.
Yeah, so last time you missed the goblins getting slew, the ogre slaying it with the Valley Girl voices, and a couple of goblins promptly pissing themselves because of envy.
Hi.
But they got all that done, they got the final key, and we
No, we
had a
didn't.
couple of interesting things happen in the off-game chat, but otherwise there's not too much that was missed.
Yeah.
What do you mean there's not too much that's missed? You
I don't
have
know.
talked
There's
about the
this-
most important thing of them all. Burles. Heart confused. Like literally confused. And not just
yeah,
in
there
the
is that.
obvious way.
There's that. There's just general interactions amongst the group, which actually kind of mattered.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
actually,
it's a lot to go over. We don't have the time to go over right now.
all right.
Let's
It
just
is-
last
read the
time.
entire.
I got-
Let's spend the next hour reading the logs.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
not.
Let's
Can
not.
Can we just give a TLDR of just everything we went over?
Yeah.
Just a TLDR. 500
Okay.
words or less.
It's all ogre now.
Okay, that's good. 6 words. You got it.
Oh, there we go.
Burles and X are in a conspiracy.
No. Some
This
things
entire
happened to
game is
X.
conspiracy.
Some things happened between X and Envy.
Is
Yeah,
that why whenever I joined the Discord, the first thing I heard was Evan Lee.
Yeah, I was having my private conversation with Burles right as you came in that day.
That's fair.
That's the only reason why I was like, we were mid conversation, like
Go
yeah.
on, leave.
I just imagine in that sense it's just Garen randomly barging in, just like, Garen, leave. Okay.
I saw pop in. I stopped myself mid word and went Evan leave, and it
But, okay, I guess, Too Long didn't read. They did have some interactions in the, and they were staying out for the night. We had a little bit of character development, a couple little things here and there. If you really are interested in all those itty-bitty gritty details,
come
in
talk to
between,
us in the Discord.
yeah, join the Discord. The link will be either, if you're watching it on YouTube, it'll be in the description below. On Twitch, I'm not sure if we figured that out
Just
yet.
go to YouTube.
Yeah, just go straight to the YouTube page. It's still under Rolls to Astonish. The link to the Discord will be in the description below the video. Just go ahead, click on that, join up with us, and you'll be able to catch up on all the adventures of the not only the Dungeons & Dragons games, but a bunch of the other games that have been going on this channel. So, yeah, if you want to catch up on all of that, you're free to do so. But unfortunately, we do not have time to go over that right now. But just major details is lots of character development. there's a little bit of establishment between interdimensional tavern and this world, which, long story short, demi-planes do in fact exist. And otherwise, these guys are getting ready to take on their final task to get the final key in order to access the tomb.
And I have an ogre head.
Yeah, and Killsick still has the ogre head.
Ogre.
Ogre!
Get the point.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Okay, let's just move the fuck on.
Alright.
Hey, language.
Yeah,
Bitch, this is my game!
good Christian game, alright?
Even though we have a paladin of Nemesis.
A question game.
Good Nemesian game.
Mm-hmm. Anyway!
Alright.
Okay, so you guys, it's been, let's say, a couple days because you had to wait for the elder to return from his business elsewhere, and eventually you do receive information through Sapphire, who actually went to go see her aunt for a little bit, that, what the hell is his name? Mock Heighthorn has returned from his business elsewhere, and he's wishing for you guys to seek audience with him in the Longhouse to receive the final task, if you're ready to do so.
Yeah, been waiting on them, so
Yeah, Garen just
Getting our
packs up the
asses in
second he
there.
gets word.
absolutely. Gone.
Let's go.
Gone.
Killsick immediately marches out with the head in the bag.
Okay, I need to set something up because this is a part of Burles that we have not really explored yet on the show.
Oh, really?
Oh, right, the whole Eldrin nature thing.
Yes.
You want me to go over it, or do you want to go over it?
You go for it, Haley. You know way
Okay.
more about this than I
Yeah,
do.
so basically, if any of you have ever played Dungeons & Dragons before, you know Eldrin have been a race that have been kind of stable there since, like, the very first edition. Even though they kind of had been altered to high elves, pseudo-high elves, and such. In 5th edition, they actually created something unique with the Eldrin, that basically they had this little quirk where it is enough for here, and as these Eldrin shift through their seasons, their personalities alter, and so do their appearance. So, like, I can list them right here from the page. Autumn is the season of peace and goodwill, so they usually adopt the personality of contentment. Winter is the season of dolor, when the vibrant energy of the world slumbers, so they are usually overcome with sadness, regret, sorrow, that kind of thing.
Let's
Spring,
not
they're
go
normally-
too far into that because I have a vision of my own for how Burles, for the interpretation of Burles's schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia, that's a good way to put it.
It's
Oh,
just,
yeah.
Basically,
So,
you know what it is? It's seasonal depressive disorder.
Exactly.
yeah, but yeah, pretty much, long story short, instead of the Eldrin having one, like a handful of personality traits like all the other races do, Eldrin have 4 different personalities that have their own little traits. Pretty much.
Okay, so to set this up, Burles comes in and he is very fall-like. There's his hair is the colors that they almost look like autumn leaves. It is that's just his hair. He is wearing robes of and leather armor of muted browns, earthy greens. He has a reserved look on his face. He's just literally in a time, in autumn, you are preparing for the winter. And that is literally how Burles appears now.
how tall is Burles?
6'1".
Oh
Okay.
god, he's a tall motherfucker.
Envy slowly walks up and just looks up at Burles and sees the colors of his hair has changed. He just stares. Just stares at Burles for a long period of time.
Is his hair like orange and yellow now?
Oh yeah, in red,
Red?
green. Oh
This-
yeah.
It looks like he had all these crazy highlights done.
No, it literally looks like his hair are leaves, except just the colors of leaves, but they're actually shaped like leaves.
Ah.
Garen doesn't really notice on his way out.
Kilsick does not notice either. She just assumes that he's playing with his wardrobe again.
Ibgern just
Envy
kind of
tries to
passes
take
by
a
and
leap.
kind of. Ibgern quickly stops and grabs him by the wrist. And she's like, "No, no, no! Don't do that. It's a typical thing of his. Trust me, you'll get used to it."
Every time he
I wanna
breathes, you
leave.
can hear leaves crackling.
The whoosh.
But I want to leave him, Garen.
What? Wait, what did you say?
You
Oh.
want to repeat that, Zach?
Oh, sorry. But Evgern. Oh, so, I fucking say that wrong.
Ibgern.
Evgern.
You
But
dare.
Evgern, I want to leave.
Those aren't leaves. I'm saying now, those aren't leaves.
They
I
look
wish
like-
for a lock of his hair.
Trust me, they're not leaves. If you want a leaf, go pick one from one of the nearby trees. Those are not leaves. That's his hair.
Envy is now has a new mission: getting a leaf from Brooks's hair.
And they're not leaves.
I very, very nonchalantly behind Verlis just reach up and pluck one before he can react.
Burles like clutches at his skull, like pain emblazoned on his face.
I warned you.
Okay, no. And then
Oh.
I go up to Verlis and I'm like, here, this will make the pain go away. And I force you to just take a little puff out of my pipe.
God damn it, Evan.
Burles sniffs it, and he's like, "What is this?"
Just take a puff, my little friend.
It's just a little
Burles
halfling leaf.
looks
Is that a
like
doobie?
It's halfling leaf.
It's halfling leaf in my pipe, Gandalf style.
Is that a doobie?
You're getting high. God damn it.
No.
tomorrow work.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna stop you right here. Because if
Oh.
Burles gets high, I'm role playing that. So are you sure you want to go down this road?
No.
I
No.
made my
No.
own choice.
Oh,
Back
God.
out. Back
No,
out.
no, back it up, back it up, back it
Cancel
up, back it up.
obturations.
All of a sudden, Envy and Killsec both tackle me across the floor and be like, no!
Alt F4.
By the way,
Yeah.
out of curiosity, is your hair eventually going to fall out and you're going to be bald for winter?
No, his hair just changes color.
Aw,
Aw.
that would be really cool if that's what happened.
Yeah, I thought so too, but
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
Well, it
Oh.
depends on his mood. Like,
Just to give the group a heads up, I'm working on coming up with theme songs for everybody.
Depends if he's in a
Really?
deciduous mood or not.
Oh God.
Alt 4. Yeah, Evan, that's the ultimate Alt 4. Just no, stop.
okay, getting back on track.
Anyways,
Burles
Yeah.
has the pipe that X handed him, and he's inspecting it, and he glances over at Idgern's like his eyes are asking, "Should I?"
I honestly would not, considering I'm not familiar with halfling herbs, and I certainly won't want to figure out exactly what they do through experience. At least not right now. We have a task to take care of, and if that inhibits you in any way, that's not going to be fun.
oh, fine. You're no fun. I take the pipe before he can do anything with it.
Hey, I'm just saying, I do not want him walking off a cliff.
I respect the doodad.
The halfling leaf has clearly slowed your mind.
or
All right.
Or
there needs to be something
I-
that happens here.
I've just learned to enjoy the randomness of things.
All right. Are you ready for this?
Did I just hear a lighter?
Yes. Yes.
Are you smoking some halfling seed? What is it called?
Halfling leaf.
Some of
I'm
that devil's
fully
lettuce.
I am fully immersing into my character, so
So you're gonna be high as fuck.
usually am.
Oh my
This
gosh.
episode of Legends of the Five Amulets is
We are not
brought
sponsoring weed. We are not
Marvel
sponsoring
and
weed.
No,
Taco Bell.
hold on. I never said that I was high on life. I mean, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
We're talking about them doobies, them devil's lettuce, the
The
pot needle.
halfling leaf.
the halfling leaf. Come on. I like how you keep trying to reinforce that we need to call it halfling leaf, and nobody else is picking up on that except for me.
Oh dear. All right. Well, whatever. Let's move along, shall we? Get over to the longhouse now.
Let's skedaddle over to the longhouse.
And just so anybody watching this now or later figures it out, this right interaction is a quick culmination of everything you missed in chat.
Pretty
That's
More or
much.
less. More or less.
Okay. Anyway, so you guys
Oh,
arrived to the
I get it
longhouse. You guys arrived at the longhouse, and it seems like it's only Mock, Izildi, and Felmi. 3 of the elders are there waiting for you. The other 2 seem to be missing right now, but that shouldn't matter too much because you mainly talk to Mock. He just kind of looks up with just bright green eyes as you guys approach. Oh, I do apologize for taking too long, but I figured you all would need a little bit of rest after dealing with the issue in the fields.
No problem. Killsec shows the ogre head.
Ooh, quite true.
Problem. How long ago did you say that problem started in the woods?
About a few months ago. Maybe more, maybe less.
Okay.
But now that you all have proven your might, did you guys get the key yet for this one? I can't remember.
No, we have
did
not.
We have not.
We have not.
We've been waiting for them to get back to their
Yeah.
longhouse so they can give us their key.
Just wake up already.
Drop
What-
your second breakfast and give me that key.
We get a lot done in a very short period of time. We're very efficient as a group.
We're also impatient as hell.
Oh, it's
Impatient,
like we're not in a
efficient.
hurry or anything. There's no rush against time.
As
Alright,
their
then.
No, never.
Berlis gives Azaldi a knowing look and nod.
Zaldi kind of returns it as Felmi produces a silver key from her pocket and holds that to you guys. The silver key for the job well done.
Envy goes to take it.
And she
Killsec sets the head on the side of the table.
Now, I assume you wish to pursue this final task, which it has been a bit of a pickle trying to figure out a task that would be so worthy of you lot to receive the platinum key. He holds up a chain that at the end, the platinum key is just kind of dangling there. And I think I found one just perfect for you lot, since you took care of the ogre problem so easily.
Yes.
Well, you see, to make a long story short, there is a tale that goes around about a special little trinket, an arrow, you see, that is currently resting in the collarbone of a dragon, long since slain, that rests in the middle of the nearby forest, right around La Crest Lake.
Oh my
You
god,
know,
the Crayola dragon.
I,
Crayola dragon.
Is the dragon alive?
No, I don't believe so, but if you can get the arrow from it without dying, then I will let you have the key.
I have a question, and I may be echoing the thoughts of my compatriots here, but if the dragon's dead, why didn't you just walk up and go get it?
Well, what would be the fun in that? Besides, it's kind of guarded by all kinds of spookies and creepies and whatnot, you know.
Oh, see, she wasn't gonna reveal that information, guys. I'm just pointing that out. We would have walked head first into ghosts and goblins and things like that.
What kind of spookies?
Nothing too bad, but if you must know, the typical things that usually run around there are enter caps, giant spiders, banshees, maybe a couple of other little nasties. You know, the usual that you would find in any forest.
The
Envy puts
usual.
up a thumbs up and starts walking out.
And the value of this arrow?
Let's say I have a certain interest in it. You don't really need to know any other details. You just need to get the hold of the arrow.
I'm rolling insight.
Yeah, and I'm going to say as I roll persuasion. Aha. Are you sure? In case we need to know the properties of the arrow, so it doesn't hurt us in the process of retrieving it. Come on, character.
Could I roll history just to see if I know anything about the happenings with dragons and arrows in this?
Sure.
Insight. Hurrah.
That's terrible persuasion.
I could give you advantage.
That might help. It's just I'm a little off today.
Ooh, I guess I do not.
You
Oh
know
my God.
nothing.
Yeah, you know nothing, Evan.
Jon Snow.
Can I read him?
He seems to be completely forward as far as you know.
Give
And-
Berlis advantage on perception, Killsec. Because
Sure.
Berlis glances at Killsec very quickly and then strides forward solemnly and says, I mean, surely wise ones such as yourselves would not deny us vital information we would need to complete our task.
So if he's saying that after I said that, are we helping all of us persuade them to give us information? Because that's how it sounds right now. So we need to pick one person to say something, and then the others can aid it. That's the only way this works conversationally.
1 second. Well, needless to say, this dragon was quite interesting, but needless to say, the legend behind it was that it was kind of already dead before it was killed. I mean, I'm not sure what information
What?
you take from that, but
Oh. I can already guess.
I'm already kind of not sure if this is a good thing or not.
Envy seems to ponder something. Before out loud saying, "Is it undead?"
I look directly
how
at
should I
Indy
know?
and I say, "You don't mean a drink." And I just put my head in my hands, shake my head, and I look at the halfling. I'm like, so it's the arrow. Does it have any sort of properties? And we may need to know this if we're dealing with undead.
I mean, not that I know of. I only know the story
Okay, what is
and
the
where
arrow
it's
supposed to
actually
do?
hidden.
What's the arrow supposed to do? Why do you want it then?
I just figured it'd be a unique little trinket to add to my collection. I'm a procurer of things odd and whimsical, you know?
What is the
It's
specific
fair.
story behind it?
Evidently, many dragons were still wandering around the land, blah, 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 blah. You know, all that stuff. You know, the history is the basic history. You know that.
You're losing crucial information.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And
Basically-
yes, a dragon was killed and then killed again,
Well-
even though it was dead.
Well, the dragon was, technically, it was an odd dragon because its scales were, from what I've heard from the story of the ranger that took it down, mismatched. It was a bit of an
Mismatched.
oddity. Yes, it was a bit of an oddity. The story didn't really go into what exactly it could do as far as abilities. It just outlined the battle as being like, as if fighting many dragons at once, but it was only contained in one. The ranger struck it down with an arrow, and it seems that's where it laid. She didn't collect the bones, no scales, no nothing. It still lays there.
I hear furious typing.
Furious typing intensifies.
I just had that. I had to say that. I didn't want to have to do that. That is just my thought.
I don't want to fight a TMI baby dragon, damn it!
I just want to fight a Crayola clump.
That's what I want to fight.
Or Dracolich. Oh no, you'd be lucky if it was Dracolich.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
Alright, let's go do it.
Guys, this is the last session for our group. We're all gonna die.
Kilsick lays out a map.
Oh shit,
And,
wait, I'm
like,
the tank.
Alright, could you possibly mark the likely location of this dragon?
Hey, if you guys are looking at the map that was supplied to you guys.
Oh, now she's making us do stuff.
Oh, if you go straight to La Crest Lake and you follow the river up to where it splits between the Badlands to the east and our lands, its resting place should be right about in there.
Okay.
In the Shadewood.
I'm assuming we're in the northwest, right?
You're actually in Good Hope. You're the orange dot.
We're in the
Orange dot.
southwest.
So that lake. Okay, I just kind of need. Yeah, I need to get orientated.
We're going to need to cross a lake or go around it.
You can go around it. Sapphire will be able to show you the path around, because I know she's been helping you so far.
Is there anything wrong with crossing the lake?
Yes, because there technically is a Murid that doesn't really like to be bothered, that lives in the bottom of it. Said that he
Murid?
guards a a Murid. You know, a water genie.
Can we poke it?
I wouldn't recommend it because it's protecting the treasure that's said to be at the bottom of the lake.
Nope. While you go poke it, the rest of us are gonna walk away. You can go poke it though. Go for it. I'm sure it'll end out just right for you. I'm a little snarky today.
Don't poke it.
Alright, we're going around then.
Well, in that case, what's keeping you lot so long? And you guys turn, Sapphire is standing at the doorway.
Oh, you know the usual.
Getting vital information on our mission, not important at all. Kilsick says
No.
sarcastically.
No, and of course making us pull teeth to get it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Envy
so
shrugs.
Oh, that's old Mac for you.
Old.
Alright, well.
Has he been doing
You
this
know
for
what?
centuries or something?
I want to try something. Haley,
Mm-hmm.
it's up to your discretion how far you let me go. Berliss is eyeing
no.
old Mac in that key.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I was tempted myself, man.
Can I
was
roll
tempted.
perception real
Don't do it.
quick?
Don't do it. This is a bad idea.
Go ahead.
This is
Go
a
ahead
bad
and roll
idea.
perception, Evan.
What is Evan looking for?
Yeah, what are you looking for specifically,
I
Evan?
was specifically looking for Berliss eyeing up that key.
You notice it. You very much notice it.
Berliss will just put a hand on his shoulder and shake his head no.
Berliss will put a hand on himself.
No, it should, Garen. Oh, fuck. How did I forget the name of my
Don't do it,
character?
Don't do it, me!
I got disconnected from the call now.
Yeah, you know what? Evan did it exactly.
I'm gonna leave the server.
There's two little devils. There's a fat.
I want you to know. Sorry.
Well, you know, it's been a good life.
On the
Guys,
one
we're not
hand-
even like 10 minutes in, you're breaking the DM.
Garen is going to put his hand on Berliss's shoulder and shake his head no.
Oh. Can I try? Do I notice this gesture? Oh, Lord have mercy. No, I'm laughing too hard, apparently, at nothing.
I'm guessing Envy notices this, at least. Very least.
Oh god, my stomach. Ow. Oh god, okay. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Back it up. Back that ass up. So Garrett puts a hand on Burles's shoulder.
Yes.
And what is everybody else trying to do?
He just
To notice
shakes his
this here.
I noticed
Same
him
thing.
putting
So
the
let's
hand
do
on the
it.
shoulder. I failed.
Mine is to notice Burles's look. Then what happened with Karen, basically.
Envy, you notice it too. Killsec, if you're looking for the same thing, you notice it too. God, my stomach, I just developed abs. God damn it,
amazing,
guys.
isn't
Alright, let's go take care of this. It should be
Yeah,
no
I'm
problem.
saying now for that whole dynamic of Burles, I imagine on one shoulder it's Garen as the angel, on the other shoulder it's X as the demon.
Actually, I was
Well,
imagining.
X was
Glenn-
saying no.
No, it's Envy as the
Oh,
demon.
right.
Envy's thinking about it,
And
but he's trying to control
Envy is
himself.
sitting on
I was
Burles's
gonna say,
head.
if everybody here is just kind of saying no, then I'll have fucking Whisper pop up as the demon.
Please.
Do it. Oh, do it.
You know, you should do it.
Oh my
She's
god.
here on the shoulder too. You know, you should do it.
And all of a sudden, we find ourselves transported to the demiplane of souls, and now we are in a battle for. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No. Okay. Out of the longhouse, out to the longhouse. You guys have got to get going.
Alright,
Yeah,
alright.
Killslick slings her longbow and leaves the ogre head on the table of the longhouse and keeps going.
I take out my coconuts.
God damn. God damn you.
Who told you get coconut?
I think a swallow carried him here.
Dropped by an African swallow.
No, you weren't sure if it was African or European, but it is unladen, so it couldn't be carrying anything.
Oh, well, just like a quick tangent. I've been woken up by my brothers standing outside of my room clicking coconuts together like that. I've never been
Did
so
your
pissed at him.
brother get a well-deserved beating?
No, I just told him to fuck off.
You gotta create the holy hand grenade of Antioch now so you can throw it at him.
Oh my god.
But only on the count of 3.
Alright, let's
Okay.
go.
Yeah,
Okay.
enough Monty Python. You guys are gonna get moving.
Where is that Sapphire?
She's waiting outside for you guys. She's like, "Come on, slowpokes. We got quite a walk to go."
You know, as we are heading off, Burles is looking for a mark to rob with his mage hand.
Killsec huffs and starts walking.
Garen follows.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I follow Killsec.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm following the paladin.
I'm actually on the same mind with this particular mission. I'm on the same wavelength with her.
Burles like hangs back a little bit, and he's looking for someone in a
Oof.
pocket to pick.
Come on, Autumn.
I know.
Yeah, hurry up before you fall.
Yeah, you don't notice anything, Tim.
Oh, god.
I just imagine you're kind of looking around, and all of a sudden you're looking around trying to find someone. All of a sudden you feel Thanid just kind of bump into your knees as he runs past you.
Autumn seasonal burlesque. Get your butt over here and let's get going.
Seasonal Burles.
Seasonal depressive elf, get up here.
Just going insane. Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
And as
Burles's pain.
That I caused.
Yeah, and as Thanid is kind of scampering up to catch up with the others, you really should be mindful of those around you. This is Ibgurn kind of approaching from Burles' side. You don't always have to rob people blind, you know.
Burles looks at Ibgurn. and there's so much, like, his mouth starts to move like 4 or 5 times, like he's gonna say something, and then every time he's about to say something, he chickens out, and then he just sort of like mumbles
Oh,
turn.
Kelsey. Oh God. Oh God.
What'd you do?
Oh, fuck.
Hey, Burles, make like a tree and leave.
I must revoke all posting privileges from you guys.
Sorry, not sorry.
Listen, you guys are all bark and no bite.
Oh my god!
Okay.
Stop!
Oh,
You guys are the reason I drink.
Oh.
You guys are the reason I drink. Please stop. Do you want to mess with the drunk DM? Because I got whiskey down there.
Oh no. Oh no, if she upgrades, we might be in trouble, guys.
Yeah. Or it might
Okay.
make things easier. You never know.
You know, here's the fun part though. If we go out, we're gonna go out with style. That is gonna happen.
Alright. Anyway, Imogen just kind of chuckles a little bit. She's like, "What's the matter, Wolf? Got your tongue?" He just kind of elbows Burles and hurries on ahead. Keep up.
Gotta keep up.
Burles follows.
Envy stays behind the group, examining the key with his mask on.
So while we're walking, I am going to obviously play music while we walk because why not? Walking music never hurt anybody.
Should I roll an investigation for that, or
No, perception will do just fine for the, what the key you guys just got?
yeah, the silver key that
And
Envy is carrying?
one of the songs that I happen to play throughout this is this.
Yes, I like that song.
What song?
Haha.
I'm not playing that on stream.
Nothing. Great.
No, you don't have to. But yeah,
Oh, yes! Jonathan Young, yes!
Be prepared.
I've been kind of on a kick for a couple of days.
Honey, that's been me like the past year.
It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
This week's
He is like, I got his entire Spotify, like, playlist on my phone. Just, yes!
He does such a great job covering these
He
songs.
does.
Okay, but anyway,
This week's
Envy-
episode of Legends of the 5 Amulets brought to you by the Disney Afternoon.
No,
We
don't
are
say
not.
that.
no.
Okay.
No. Okay.
No, you don't need. Okay, let me explain something to anybody.
Okay,
that's not
let's
familiar
not.
with how- Yeah, just don't say stuff like that. Just don't say stuff like that. Cool. Let's move on.
Okay, anyway, but Envy, aside from the fact that it's a silver key that's inlaid with what seems like a bright blue sapphire, there's not much else to discern from it. It's just a key.
He ties it around. He ties it around his neck if the thing's long enough, and puts it underneath his clothes.
It's a little bit of a snug fit trying to get around your head, but you manage it.
He then runs up to catch up with the group.
Why are you typing so hard, Zan?
If you type
Xanther.
more aggressively, the words come out more aggressively.
Furious.
No, it's
Furious
no.
typing.
No, it's because the microphone that's currently being used is the one on the laptop. That's why it sounds so loud.
Oh.
So it's
Like
not.
hardly.
So
That's
you're not
why.
sitting there like,
No, it's a Mac. So enough said. See, I'm not typing anything angrily. It's just that's just how it sounds.
that's fair.
Okay, anyway,
Well, if you want to clear the map, we can draw up a new one for you, looking like the Zoetheo one.
boop. There you go.
Oh.
Thank you. Alright,
Oh.
first the lake and the river.
I like how the players are the ones drawing the map for Haley. It's entertaining to me.
Yeah, well, I quickly pull up the encounters you guys are going to be having tonight, because I got several different fucking windows open for this shit.
You good? We got you.
No, look, I have a screenshot program, a paint program, and the books that I'm referring to all open on like 3 or 4 different fucking windows.
Okay, if we're in the forest area, then Burles is looking for anything useful, healing, or any sort of herbs.
Actually,
Roll me a
Did I
nature
just
check.
roll another
I-
one on
I-
perception?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
you
need
did.
to. I need to roll.
Can Envy
as
help him?
well.
Maybe you should stop looking at God, what's his
Yeah.
name?
So I'm doing the same for anything that might be used in an alchemical kit.
All right, and Evan, whose name are you trying to figure it out?
Oh God, I can't remember. The man with the dog.
Can Envy
Ibgern.
help him?
Ibgern.
Ibgern. It's been too long.
Fortune.
Actually, here, if you want me to, because I will make his. I'm not sure if his character sheet is public already, but there it is now, so you can actually see his freaking name.
Envy goes to help Burles. So can you get advantage for this?
Yes. Okay, and
He sees Burles struggling. He's like, I want to help.
all right, and X, what are you doing?
I'm looking for anything I could use in like an alchemical way.
Better.
Better. Give me 1 second.
I forgot I had this until like 2 hours ago.
Okay, I will say this, Bartlett, you did find like a few herbs. You can't identify them quite yet right now, but if you sit down and observe them a bit better later on, you might be able to discern exactly what their properties are. But for right now, you can't really tell what they are yet.
Great. Thank you very much.
And for X, you found one big giant weed. You think it's a healing herb, but you can't quite tell. It could be a healing herb, it could be a dandelion root. You can't tell.
Could be an herb, but it's a giant flower.
Pretty much. It's a giant flower.
Giant flower. I will play with this later.
Garen is just gonna trot along behind Sapphire.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what Mac has you guys doing this time, but it definitely seems like it's going to be interesting.
You don't know what we're doing, and yet you know where we're going.
Well, I know the trails around here, and I know he was trying to get me to lead you guys to Shadewood, which is interesting. Because nobody's been there for quite a while, especially because of all the creepies that tend to crawl around in there.
Well,
Yeah, I heard you mention banshees.
Yeah, banshees, giant spiders, giant wolves, and a couple of strange things. They didn't start popping up until, well, honestly, they didn't start popping up until we started seeing more activity coming from the wasteland.
Oh,
It
that's
is-
promising.
Yeah, they're these little, they're not exactly elves, but they're not exactly human either. They're little dark creatures that just kind of scamper about. They're very weird. They kind of look like drow, but if you look them in the face, they're not exactly drow. They're odd.
Are they like my size or your size?
Some are about your size, some are about my size. They kind of differ in height. It's very strange.
Hmm.
Why do I have a feeling I know what this is? It just... They're called...
Here's a nice happy ghost. But
It would make more sense by the cave. Because right here is GitHook.
there you go.
Ooh, spooky.
Ooh,
Yep, and,
hi, how are you?
Hiya, how are you?
Hi, I'm Casper.
Oh my god. Okay, after a little bit of walking, let me actually zoom in here a little bit. Ugh, jeez, the quality of this is horrible. Yeah, after
Looking
a...
in a wee bit Irish, are we?
Oh,
Shut up, I gotta work on the Irish accent anyway for frickin' Nix.
You got to work a bit on the Irish accent.
Yes, I do. Yeah,
feels
Zach
like
here
it's,
knows.
keeping an eye out for danger.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
oh,
Holy shit!
You
Oh,
see
yeah.
everything, including actually, because
I see all, including the DM.
Don't. No, 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 no. Not right now. Not right now. My hair is not my actual. Is not the color I want it to be. Don't look at me.
Oh, sorry.
say to
Actually,
no one.
as.
I've seen everything.
Oh my god. Okay. So you.
And Kill 6 turns into Deadpool.
Oh,
That's
God.
okay.
Yeah, and as you guys are walking along in the forest, and you can tell that it definitely has gotten a little bit darker here in the Shadewood part of the forest, but up ahead, Killsec, you do notice something strange. You see this kind of, it's a larger creature, like probably about 7 foot tall, with what appears to be a large spider up ahead.
A large creature with a spider?
Yeah, with a spider that is of equal size.
Kilsec raises a hand to the others. Hold up.
Ivgern just kind of stumbles to a hole. Oh, what?
Envy stumbles into X.
And Kilsec
I keep-
also
I grab
puts a hand on the bard's instrument.
Yep. I stop playing, and at the same time, I think me and Envy, to make sure we don't fall, we both make sure we brace each other. No falling.
Roll me dexterity check to see if you trip or not.
Is this acrobatics?
Oh my god, X!
I rolled a 3, okay? That I can't help that.
You know
Oh
what?
god, I'm
Berlin,
having technical difficulties.
Yeah, Envy, you do the same. Dex save, acrobatics.
Garen just kind of stops like a normal person.
Berlis tries to like hide in the wood. Like he tries to sneak out of sight.
Right, you kind of blend in. I mean, you're not completely concealed, but
Plus 12.
I have expertise in acrobatics.
God damn.
yeah, Envy steps on a dime, but his impact against X just kind of sends him stumbling forward.
I didn't pick it. Anyways.
Just if he had held his guitar in front of it, it'd be a giant. Pow!
Well, I don't know. Kilsec was reaching to put a hand on a.
Yeah, Killsick was making sure the instrument didn't make any noise.
Could I make a dexterity check?
Sure to try and catch him.
Yeah. Like, what do you want me to roll exactly?
Yeah, let's.
Dexterity
let's-
save or?
Yeah, let's do Dex save there.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, you managed to just you catch him not even by his arm, but by his guitar.
Well, that was my intention to put my hand on the string so,
So it
it
worked.
stops vibrating.
So it worked.
I would just imagine it's you, then you're kind of grabbing on the neck of the guitar while X is kind of grabbing above it, just kind of dangling off, just like, what the?
Garen just
Envy
stands there
chuckles.
and wonders why all of his teammates just fell over.
Kilsec
Envy
points
didn't
ahead.
fall over. Envy chuckles at the chaos he created.
Oh dear, is that what I think it is? Hold on.
It's a
hold on.
large humanoid creature and a spider, was it?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh my.
fuck.
Like, how large? She said 7 foot tall?
7 foot, just about from here.
Oh fuck!
Your nose.
Are we talking like 7 foot tall or like 7 foot long?
7 foot tall. I'm saying tall because, looking at this thing, it's a little bit creepy. In fact, I'm kind of wondering where they got the idea for this thing, for the design, just because,
Big spider.
yeah, a giant spider and,
Just a
Well,
just a guy taking
Ibgern
his
kind of killed it on the check there, so.
He
Yeah.
knows.
just a guy taking his spider out for a
but
walk.
just so you guys know exactly what the hell you're looking at, I'm just gonna drop this right in here. That's what
Oh.
you're looking at.
Oh, let's see.
Can Envy hide?
That's an enter cap.
Can Envy hide?
Oh.
Go ahead and roll to hide.
Oh fuck.
You're kind of like Burles, where you can kind of do it as long as nobody is just looking just for you.
I rolled a natural 1 though.
It came out as a 13, so you just barely conceal yourself. As long as nobody's looking exactly for you, you're fine.
Thank
Otherwise, you can kind of
God
stick
for
out.
expertise. Thank God for expertise.
Killstick, you just kind of meld against the nearest tree and just work with it.
And I don't
Let
know,
me get Ibgern.
an ettercap.
Whoa!
Fuck.
Ibgern's just kind of like, I am the knight. He just kind of climbs into a tree, leaps into the branch, and just disappears. Like, you don't even
Just
hear him
fades.
after that. He just disappears, and then it dives into some nearby bushes.
I'm gonna try to also not be noticed.
Roll stealth, and try not to flop.
Garen's probably not gonna even try.
Oh my fucking
So-
Christ.
So the thing is, all of you rolled higher than Garen's passive perception, except for X. So he just kind of saw his party just disappear.
Yeah, meanwhile, X is just he picks up a branch from nearby bushes, just kind of hides behind it.
Sounds about right. And actually sounds about right. So I'm not even mad.
Like you're
Either
pretending-
that or
you're
he
pretending
bumps
to be
against a
right
tree
now.
with his guitar or something.
No, I didn't fail. I just didn't. I'm not good at stealth. I'm not good at stealthing at this moment.
Yeah, yeah. His best strategy for stealth was I'm gonna pretend to be a tree. I'm a tree now.
My God, if I try to mimic a tree and I roll a natural 20, I'll die. I'll die.
Alright,
Okay.
Roll performance.
So
I
Like,
know.
Roll
Killsec
performance.
quietly whispers to Igburn, an ettercap?
yes.
Well,
I
would I as a half-drow know anything about it?
Hold on, let me pull up the information. Typically, no, because they're more native towards like forests and such. I mean, you can roll a nature check to see if you do know something.
Well, let's see.
Why, Evan?
That's about right. Okay.
Yeah, more or less.
The name kind of sounds familiar to you. What you do know about them is that typically they're not very nice. They more or less like to keep to the darker parts of the forest, and they basically prefer spiders as companions because they're basically walking spiders.
Yeah, as a half-drow, I could understand that.
So what is the creature? I didn't hear it. Sorry.
Enter cap. Basically, it's a walking
okay.
spider. It's a two-legged spider.
Okay.
Is it a biped or an arachnid?
It's
an
a biped.
Biped.
It's a biped arachnid.
What?
There's a picture of it
Spider
in
like.
Yeah, I
the
got it.
chat.
Walks on two legs. It doesn't have 4 arms or 8 legs. It just has 2 arms, 2 legs, and it's just
And the
like-
capabilities of a fucking spider.
in a
Oh,
pincer face.
Oh no.
Yeah. And remember, this thing's 7 foot tall.
Oh fuck.
Envy wants to go for a sneak attack.
Is
Alright,
it,
you're gonna have to stealth your way up to it. So go ahead and roll stealth.
Alright.
I'm surprised you still don't have set up in your sheet. If you do, I don't know what you're trying to click.
How am I doing? How am I doing, Chief?
That you do manage to sneak up to it. Let me see if the spider noticed. Nope. You're good. And you're going after the inch cap, correct?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Go ahead
Alright.
and roll to hit. But do note, once you do land a hit, you're basically, unless you're going to roll to stealth back into the bushes, you're going to be caught.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Alright.
Killsec has a bow attack ready.
Alright.
Oh, yes. That works.
That's a hit.
For
Go
Liz
ahead
ready
and
to
roll the damage.
spell.
Alright. 1d8. 1d8 plus 1d6.
Meanwhile, Killsec is actually murmuring to Ibgurn. Should we go around?
Envy leaps out of the bushes and stabs it.
Never mind.
Oh
Son of
shit.
a bitch.
Actually, I forgot to roll Sapphire as well. Hold on one second. I forgot to roll Sapphire stealth. Of course, I imagine she's pretty good, but
Kills
Well
and
done.
curses and shoots.
That's a hit on the inner cap. Roll damage. Actually,
Envy's going to use his
Oh,
bonus action to disengage and hide.
okay. Minus 13. Minus.
That works.
Yep, that works. Meanwhile, I gotta get Sapphire stuff. Where is her? There it is. She manages to kind of hide her best. She's more or less just trying to keep Sable calm as he's kind of squirming around in her armor. But, yeah, after doing that bit of damage, the inner cap is now kind of vaguely aware that you guys are around, because it just kind of looks around with a grunt, just
Garen is just standing there, not sure how to hide.
In the middle of the road, like.
Oh,
He notices you,
Oh,
Garen. He starts
he hurt
making his
me.
way to you.
Shit.
Oh, he
Garen
hurt me.
just
I'm gonna fuck him up.
seems to get ready as he raises up his shield and hits the outside of it with his hammer.
Roll initiative.
Yes. Give me 1 second, because I actually got to grab your tokens from the previous page. Where the hell are you all?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Wait a minute.
Heck,
He
where are
doesn't
you?
see Berliss yet, correct?
Huh?
This guy does not see Berliss yet, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, it's focused on Garen, who's standing in the middle of the road.
You all
Berliss?
Like a schmuck!
Garen did not understand the
Berliss
plan.
cast Crown of Madness.
We did not even try get a chance to set up a plan. It just
Nope.
go.
It
Envy
happened.
just attacked.
It happened, and then everybody suddenly disappeared around Garen.
Envy just decided attack. That's
There we
the
go.
best way forward here.
Crown
Go
of
for a one
Madness.
shot.
Okay, so let's say here that
Wait, no, I'm not. I'm serious. I cast Crown of Madness on this thing.
alright, give me 1 second, I got to
Must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw.
She's messing with the tokens right now.
yeah, I'm trying to get these tokens in order because right now they're being a little bit Garen's standing right in the middle like a schmuck.
Is that a
And
spider on a leash?
is over here.
Yes. He's taking it for a walk.
Right there. Okay, so let me get this all figured out real quick. So, before I start keeping track of initiatives, you cast what again?
Crown of Madness.
Okay, what's that do?
End cap must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw. DC, I believe it's 13. And if he fails, I'll even read it.
Oh god. Go ahead and read it. So you just flop.
He'll be charmed for the duration. While the target is charmed in this way, a twisted crown of jagged iron appears on its head, and madness glows in its eyes. The charmed target must use its action before moving on each turn to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. The target can act normally on its turn if you choose no creature or if none are within reach. So he has the end cat. Well, let's see if he's wise.
There's the ender cap. He's not very wise.
Okay.
Considering he rolled and he got a fucking sip and
Can you imagine that thing wearing a crown or any sort of hat?
Yes.
Okay.
That'd
So
be fun.
Berliss
top
commands it to attack the spider. And then he I don't know if I don't know how I do this, but then he's going to hide. So that's
You
a bonus
disengage.
action for a rogue, right?
You disengage and hide.
Well,
Yeah.
disengage or hide.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, well, then, yeah, no, I just hide. Do I have to roll stealth again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the leaves, man. The leaves in your hair.
Oh my
They
god.
stick out against the
Yeah,
green evergreen.
no, it sees you. It sees you. You just kind of, you try to blend back with the tree, but it doesn't quite work, just because you're at a different angle now, so it doesn't quite work for you. Okay, anyway,
Actually,
onwards.
this would be better.
Gonna get Itgern in here. Okay, Sapphire. Where the hell's your initiative, girl? Girl, where your initiative at? There it is.
Oh,
Damn. Nice.
I critted on initiative.
It's all downhill from here.
It's all ogre. Oh,
It's
god
all
damn
over
it!
now.
It is an ogre till it's ogre.
That's true.
Okay, I need new document. I got so many freaking windows open right now. Ah!
I'm gonna have to reload the roll 20 page because I crashed.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, I didn't crash the roll 20 page.
I got a 20 on my initiative, but it's saying something how it didn't go to my token, so just letting you know.
Alright, not a problem. Give me 1 second.
But I
All your tokens should be set to be controlled by you, guys. I'd hope.
Aye.
Yes.
Okay, so we got Tim, Berlis. The X.
Yeah, I don't know where my token is.
Your token is right up here.
The middle one?
Yep, the middle one. The one between the wolf and, I believe that is, Berlis. Yeah, that's Berlis.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, sorry, well, I'm trying to get these in order. Actually, Envy goes before. Okay, there's that. That.
I like your song selection.
Sapphire.
So,
Come on,
Zach.
Garen.
you mentioned something about a top hat a second ago.
Yes.
Roll.
Thank you.
What? A cap with a cat. What?
That is beautiful.
Oh my god!
I appreciate you, Evan.
Hello, my
That's my
baby.
new
Hello, my
background.
darling. Hello, my ragtime gal.
I'm
I
gonna
really-
eat your brains.
No, that's a mind flayer.
Well, a spider eats your brains too.
I really wish I could save these images.
I'm gonna
Why
eat
can't
your
I have
insides. How about that?
I'm going to eat your soul. Come on, let your head roll.
Okay, I can't move.
It taps dance aggressively towards us.
Dancing spider.
It's canon now. It has a top hat and a monocle and a cane. It just
Somebody find that stupid find the animation with that singing frog, please.
No problem. I'm
hello,
on it.
my baby. Hello, my
Yeah, I
honey.
can't remember
Hello,
the name
my
of it. I
red
really
tongue
cannot
gal.
remember the name of it.
Lip.
It's gonna kill me. Hey, what's the next here? Doop-a-doop. Oh, that's a fast spider. That's a very fast
Oh.
spider.
Oh,
it's
good.
fast.
It's gonna kill me.
I got it. One moment. Oh, you got it.
There we go. Thank you, Rebecca.
How do you know what I was looking for? Oh, right, he's probably watching the stream. Die! Die! I forgot about that.
We appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Draco.
Thank you for watching the stream.
Hello, my baby.
Somebody
Hello, my
has to.
Donnie. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire. Baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, maybe you'll lose me. And leave alone now, baby.
I know
Telephone
all I
and
feel.
tell me I'm your own.
I can't believe you just did a Spaceballs rendition. I mean, jeez.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, we should be good. I should have everybody.
I just gotta add some stuff.
Nice. Nice.
Okay,
Ooh.
so up first in the initiative order should be Burles.
Bolus.
Okay, so now to make sure I'm clear, the Entracap attacked the spider, but the spider evaded.
Huh?
The Entracap attacked the spider, but the spider evaded.
No, it was moving towards Evan before you cast it on him. So it's about like spider's behind it now,
Oh, okay.
and he doesn't go until like way later.
Yeah.
Okay, Berlin. You know what? Of all the times to actually get a high initiative roll,
Now is not the time.
yeah. You know, Berlis readies an action and waits for the proper time to enact it.
Alrighty. In that case, it is the giant spider's go. And Envy, you hit, correct?
Yep. You'd have to
So-
find me.
So the spider is going to go ahead and start forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to basically try and tackle Garen. Just
Yeah.
whee!
That's a very large spider.
What?
That's
That's
the
not
most
good
hilarious
spider.
spider noise ever. I'm
For a
sorry.
giant spider.
Giant spider.
It sounds like a pig. Spider pig.
Squee.
You know what? The one in the commercial.
You know what?
Oh, fuck.
Screw it.
I'm sorry.
Berlis blasts Ray of Frost at the Entracap. I don't know why I don't have this already in. I thought I did.
You have Crown of Madness on it. You can make it attack the spider.
I did. I told you. That's what I told her to have it do.
Oh. Okay.
Well, do
Right,
you want to have
sorry.
it? You want to have it attack the spider as it's passing?
Yes.
Okay, let me go ahead then. Let's actually see if it hits. First off, where is Entracap? There's.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa! X. What the hell is wrong with your attack?
Calm down.
Whoa! What is going on?
Oh,
Okay.
God.
I
What's
didn't.
going on?
I don't know what that is. I wasn't
Make me
attacking.
know.
I wasn't doing anything yet.
We have to
I'm
exercise.
scared.
Let's exercise this tab.
No, I was fixing something because something needed to be
Oh,
fixed.
Evan will exercise it.
Wah,
Oh,
wah.
fuck.
Anyways, I know I'm not up yet
Okay,
on the rotation, so.
Does that hit the spider?
Well, I mean, would that
Yes,
be
it
a
does.
surprise attack?
Well, technically it's an attack of opportunity because the spider's passing it.
Oh, yeah. But the spider
Like-
doesn't know the Ettercap is going to attack.
Well, it still hits. It's only going to be able to hit with its claws
Oh,
as it's
yeah.
running by. So.
Yeah.
6 damage for the spider. All right. Now the spider attacks.
I can't. I can't. I can't. do it.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. I mean, I had to make this entertaining somehow for everybody else.
I
Okay,
think it's great.
so
Squee.
it's going to go ahead and Garen, you're about to be webbed.
Oh,
Oh,
these
no.
So it's going to attempt
motherfuckers.
to.
Oh, web all over me.
Up, I assume that's a miss.
He missed the splooge.
Yeah, it just kind of goes past it and kind of
What's being drawn
gathers
here, Envy?
behind you.
So could I use my
We
reaction
So it just
for?
kind of gathers right here.
well.
Could I use my reaction for an unyielding strength push?
Wait, what?
So could I use my reaction to push the creature?
Yes.
Let me just.
Well, at least I found the noise that breaks Emily. Yeah, that hits.
Alright, I'd like to push it prone.
It's just so weird for a spider to make.
Oh, as you say, dude, like, what sound does a spider make?
Okay, how far is it?
Or a hissing noise, I don't know.
It's just. Oh.
I imagine anyone that understands animals, like, it doesn't exactly have a language, but I imagine anyone that understands animals or spiders, like, Kelsey, you probably hear going, wee?
Maybe, I don't know.
Can you hear the spider
How
wee?
far is it push? Like 10 feet?
It pushes prone.
So it
Oh.
is prone. No damage, though?
No damage.
Okay.
Okay,
So yeah, it is
Berliss's
prone.
action. I said I ready an action. Well, this is it. Berliss blasts it with Ray of Frost
Oh,
on that
goodness
spider.
gracious.
At advantage. That's hit, and that is 8 cold damage, but that takes away 10 feet of its movement.
Okay, even though it's like right in front of Garen already.
I know, but Garen can run, and it won't be able to chase after him as fast.
Well, I mean, when it
Is
missed.
Garen in range of the cone?
No, it wasn't a cone. It was just a ray. I hit the spider, just the spider.
Well, okay.
This is where Berliss is.
Oh, okay. I thought you were here.
That's Ibgern. He's up
That
in
would
the
be
tree.
terrible.
And then Berliss hides again, because that's a thing that rogues can do.
Yes.
Stealth.
Okay, yep, you hide successfully. And after all that goes on, it is actually Ibgern's turn. And let me see here. Up. Ibgern, where is your sheet?
On the bed.
Dad.
Fuck. Man.
I'm sorry.
The thing is,
You
this
are
is my
very
this is what I appreciate in humor.
Okay, considering that Garen's kind of in the way,
Oops.
what he's going to have to do is... Oh, this is going to be interesting. So if Garen is going to Hail Mary, jump out of the tree, and strike at the spider with the scimitar.
Holy shit.
Svenja! Taste my blade, bitch. There we go.
Bitch.
Just donk off of Garen's head and onto the spider.
Boing!
Xena warrior princess over there.
Well, I mean, I probably would look amazing in that armor.
I have no doubt.
Envy hears none of this.
Envy hears nothing, Envy sees nothing, Envy knows nothing.
Mhm.
Envy just is.
Jon Snow.
I mean... Okay, anyway, up next is actually Envy, because I believe that is all Ibgern can do for his turn. I don't believe he does
All right.
I don't believe he gets second attack yet. Not yet.
Envy moves up to strike again.
Add the enter cap.
Yep. We're going for a good strike. No.
That's a miss.
That's a miss. Therefore, we're going to hide. We're going to quickly hide again.
And you do hide. I just imagine you miss and you just kind of go rolling into the bushes. Just, and I'm gone.
Damn it.
What was
miss.
that?
I'm thinking that was Envy.
Fuck.
Yeah, that was Envy. She's like, are we sure? Damn it, that was Envy.
Yep, that's envy, alright. He's swearing. When that child swears, we all know.
Everybody always knows when the baby swears.
It's like hushed. It's like a whisper. It's like a whisper kind of swearing.
But, I mean, considering you have a bunch of elves in the party, it's not exactly whispers, more or less, fuck!
Shit.
Shit.
I mean, Kelsecca's not above cursing.
Shit. Sorry, Mom.
Sorry,
Essentially.
Mom.
Sorry, Mom. Okay,
Who's
next.
Team Mom in this group? Whose character's Team Mom and Dad?
Hi!
I thought I was Team Dad.
I mean,
Yeah, I was
You are.
thinking me and Garen were like mom and dad. But then again,
I'm the oldest, and whenever anybody's fighting here, who
It's
steps
Garen is the
in?
grandpa.
Hi.
your grandpa
Exactly.
Grandpa.
or
Grandpa
uncle.
Garen.
Grandpa Garen.
You're the uncle.
You're the weird uncle, because you just kind of sit in chairs and just stare.
Yep.
And pretend to be scarecrows in the middle of the field, because why not?
Exactly.
Can somebody please appreciate my Ettercat pun?
Hey,
I appreciate it.
I do. I do,
Eder-
man. It's
Eder
beautiful.
chat.
Oh
Eder
my
chat.
It looks so beautiful.
Evan, please, no. Anyway, X, you're up next. Just go, before they start making more jokes. Go!
I'm not making more jokes. I'm working. Anyways, let's see where I'm at.
More jokes now.
So I'm sitting over there in the middle. There's a spider that I can see. I'm gonna shoot it
I'm gonna shoot it.
for now.
Yeah, that's a hit for the spider.
Bam.
Okay, so you shoot the spider, and you just hear this cry of,
Aw,
and it just kind of flips onto its back and curls up.
It's an adorable death cry.
another one bites the dust.
Via the bard.
That's for them.
Via the bard
Yeah.
of all things.
Now
The
here
bard can kill-
comes the inner cat.
Nothing else can.
Bum
That's a
bum
big F.
ba-dum bum ba-dum da dun da
No.
da. Well, it's a large creature.
Wait. Can we have
Or
tamed that?
Liz wants him to just keep smashing on the spider, even though it's dead.
Okay, he just kind of stumbles up and just starts wailing on the spider with its claws, just occasionally
Yeah.
just spitting web on it.
This is so fucked up. They were just chilling together a few moments ago.
They were inseparable chaps, and now we look what we've done.
Sorry. Envy started all of this.
Alright, so next is Sapphire. Alright, Sapphire. Give me your weapon stats. Whoever the hell
You're
that
asking yourself this?
Yes, I'm asking myself this because I gotta navigate her page.
Sapphire, give me your stats. I have these. I have these and this, DM. Okay, Sapphire.
Okay, so she's got a short bow. Roll. And she misses with a crit fail.
Oof.
The bowstring snaps.
Oh.
No, she's trying to aim and she just kind of misses horribly and it goes flying past and beds in a tree next to Envy's head. Damn it!
How about this? She
Fuck.
mistakes X's guitar for her bow.
No, X is across the way.
I don't know where she is.
She's up here next to you.
Oh. Interesting choice.
But yeah, she's kind of aiming. She takes a deep breath in, lets it out. Damn it, missed! Fuck! I'm better than this! And let me just see here. Yeah, she only
Envy
attacks
loses
once.
uses a few pieces of hair. They just drift down slowly.
Fuck! Kill set go.
I step over here, and I make another longbow attack.
Go ahead.
Oh.
That's a miss.
God
Kind of zooms past them.
It goes right by Envy. Again.
No, this time it just kind of skids past your nose.
Why? You just hear a why.
We don't mean it. We love you.
Ah, damn it! I got too
Envy's the
excited.
baby. Why are you shooting the baby?
Because the baby is right next to the outer cap.
Oh, wait, did you just say it's for Lucy's
Man,
turn?
Killsuit's a great mom.
Okay, is that all for you, Killsec?
That's all I can do. Yeah.
Garen, go.
Also, Garen comes around. He shoots around the bend, comes through, comes on up, and he's gonna hit it.
Okay, go ahead and hit the beast. Well, monstrosity.
Nice.
And you missed.
It's just so sad the way it's pounding on its friend.
You just get affected. You're like, oh. I can't do this to him.
You're just like, oh man, that's really sad. That's a noble spider.
Okay, alright, back at the top for list.
Okay. The only real thing he can do, since he can only use non-concentration spells, Ray of Frost on the Entracap.
That's a miss.
That's a miss and a half.
A miss. A fine miss.
Yeah.
Does it freeze the tree next to Envy?
No, it's at a different angle. He freezes the tree across from Envy.
Ah.
Icicles form on your hands.
And you wonder
Think to
about the
yourself,
meaning of life.
Man,
You're
this
not
is a very
putting me
cold
back
idea.
in the cooler.
Okay,
You think to yourself, I should stay iced.
And Berlis hides again.
I got cold feet.
And then that's it.
alright.
Iced idea for us.
Edgar's going to approach, and he's going to swing at the end cap with the scimitar.
I believe you can do
Oh,
it.
Either way, he hits.
Smack,
No.
smack.
Smack, smack.
For a whopping 40. God damn it, Edgard.
Damage
At
is
least
not
he-
his thing.
At least he hits it. At least he hits it.
Uncle
Envy
Ibgern.
just.
Just
Ibgern.
I'm Daddy Edgard, thank you very much.
Ibgern.
Okay.
Sorry.
Indy,
Wait, is
go.
that in character? Because Berlis just mutters under his breath. You ain't been daddy lately.
Fuck.
Kill sex. Throw some
Bitch, I will take care of you later.
That was awful. That's terrible. I don't even know how to respond to that.
Anyway,
I will
Sec
roll-
throws some salt over his shoulder because some has been spilled.
I will
Somebody's
roll
pretty soft.
perception just for this. Do I hear this?
yeah, it's very blatantly, yeah, you hear Burles, and then you hear Ibgern's retort of, Bitch, I will do with you later!
Envy just kind of sits there
I-
dumbfounded. Like,
I-
and he mutters to himself, they should close the door. Please, just close the door.
am I next to Envy? No, where is Envy right now?
Envy's all the way over here. You're all the way over here. Or, no, over here.
I'm right here if you need me.
God damn it. Okay, anyway, Envy, please, kill the Endercap, now!
Okay. Okay, Grandpa, I will.
Daddy!
Stop.
You're not my dad.
You're not my dad.
Do I
You're
hit?
not my dad.
That's it. God damn it.
Okay. Alright, so 1d8.
Hit me, Daddy!
Oh
God.
God! Now I don't even want to. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's
Wow.
go for another strike.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
Exploding.
No.
Sad face.
Pretty good.
Whoa.
Go ahead and damage.
Do I add sneak attack to this too, or
You don't have to. At this
Okay.
point, you really don't have to. At this point.
Okay.
I think you're about to murderate it with your murderating sticks.
Yeah, how do you myrtleize this end cap? Because you brought it down to a whopping 1.
really?
With that previous,
Can I
yes,
just-
you're 1 shy.
Really?
Before.
Can I add sneak attack now?
Yeah, on the 15 attack, you were 1 shy of killing it completely.
Ah,
Oh.
man.
Now you had the killing blow. What do you want? How do you want to do this?
Envy jumps out of the bushes, and stabs both his swords into its back, and rips its spine out.
Oh God!
That.
That is metal.
He then whips the blood off his swords and puts them away.
God, hold on.
He will be remembered.
Okay, Burlis without and like no ceremony or anything. Burlis just quietly walks over and starts looting the spider and the corpse and the Entricap corpse for spell components, like ripping out toenails and like he goes for the
Toenails?
spider's fangs and shit.
Well,
Yeah.
on the Endercap, you're not going to find too much. The spider, however, from the fangs, you can get some potion components and such.
Okay, thank you.
Probably just fangs and eggs at best.
I was gonna say, could I get
Some of
the
that spider
sack?
spooge.
The spider sack?
Sure, go ahead. And actually, after you get done with that, then it's going to come up and promptly rip one of the legs off and just start kind of chewing on it.
Can Envy
Whoa,
just
aren't
give
you
the
hungry?
spine to Thinner?
Huh?
Can Envy pick up the spine and give it to the dog?
The
Everybody's
spider
gonna
doesn't have a
necessarily,
spine.
like, no.
It's an exoskeleton.
He's
Well,
talking about the
it's a
Endercap.
bipedal thing.
Well, it still could have an exoskeleton.
Does it? Or is it
Uh,
saying an
Oh, it's got a
Let
hat.
me...
It looks like it would be an exoskeleton.
Never mind then.
get-
You could give it a leg.
Okay. Envy walks up and rips off one of the arms with no remorse. And gives it to Thinner.
So, is there a carapace
dang.
on the spider? Like, can I cut?
On the spider... Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take one of the
Eder
legs.
chap, man. Eder
No.
chap.
I'm gonna take part of one of the legs and part of the shell. And my intention is I'm going to make Burles a guitar out of the spider's body.
Really?
Jesus.
Oh,
hell
God.
yeah. I like that. But you know, Burlis is already on the lookout. Like, he's not fucking around.
I know.
He's looking around for danger.
Are you
yeah,
in the
kills-
danger zone?
Oh, God. Burles sees nothing. It's starting to become a recurring pattern.
Kilsec sees less than Burlis.
Oh, my God. Killsec.
What are we looking for?
I'm distracted by the deaths of the spiders, and as a after I feel a little bad, but it's nature.
Feel proud of
Killsec.
it. Envy for
Was
his
it
blood.
nature?
Killsec casts a bit of salt on the spider and the other cat. Go with
Alright.
Loth.
All right,
Do
and
I,
with
do I hear her say that?
roll me perception. Hopefully you roll better. Yes, you do. But
Envy
the question
walks
is,
up.
do you know who Loth is?
Really? You really want me to roll that?
So,
Well, I mean-
Answer's yes.
I mean, you could ask me.
Who is Loth?
Hold on, I got this because I have knowledge in history and I also have knowledge religion.
This would be
So-
this would be religion mostly. Yeah,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
Well,
Do
I
you
just
have
kinda
the
look at her. Like, and you can notice this, but I hear you say Lolth. I kind of look at her like really quick while I'm like she's doing this while I'm pulling off the
Aaron!
therapist, and and I just kind of look at her sideways, and then I just go back to what I was doing. That's it. I'm not hiding that I heard her, and I'm not hiding that I know what she said and who she referenced.
Did
Not hiding
Burles
it.
hear that with a 12?
I mean, I'm not hiding this,
yes.
guys. I'm just saying it
I'm not.
blatantly.
I needed to make sure I wasn't so focused on what I was doing that I actually heard it.
Sure.
Yeah.
But you
Envy
know,
walks up
seriously
with the
though,
spider arm.
like not screwing around. Like Burles goes up to Sister Killsec and says,
Do you know who Lolth is?
"No," he says, "that took a considerable amount of my mana."
Well, you all jumped into attack without starting a plan first, so don't cry to me.
Envy runs by with the spider arm in hand, the bipedal spider's arm, and runs over to Fendel and is like, "Here you go. Come on, boy."
Then just kind of looks up from like he's chewing on, looks back at the leg, looks back at you. He just kind of grabs on, just kind of latches. He's hanging off at this point, just like. Arr, arr, arr. Okay, could you please?
All right.
Envy starts a tug of war with Fendel.
Garen
Well,
Garen starts
God.
walking down the path farther.
But
Yeah,
that's
it
I
was
get what
good.
I needed. I get what I wanted, and I head out towards where we need to go next. Staying with the big tank.
Yeah,
Well, that's-
Killsick is walking along. Well, unless we need a long rest after that interesting fight.
well, as Burles like stays with Killsec and is just like,
I pick up the arrow that missed the header cap.
Alright.
Burles just flat out asks Sister Killsec, like, "What should I have done? Like, I didn't attack first, but I was in a position to do something while they were distracted." Like he is really like, it's not whiny. Like he really does. Like he's really asking what else he should have done. Like,
Well, do you have any ranged weapons, like a bow?
I do.
Maybe you could have used it? I'm not blaming you for this whole incident. I'm just saying. You used your mana. Not me.
Burles like considers that, and in Burles's mind, like he thought he did good because the enemies didn't get a single shot off on us, so he thinks he did good. But then like Killsec's making him second guess himself. Like, was that not awesome? Was that not the thing to do?
No, and I mean, you don't say this aloud, but Killsick is just like, why is he complaining to me about losing his mana?
It's just Burles.
Well, no, what he's saying is what he was saying that to Killsec because he's saying he doesn't have much more. It's not complaining. He's letting the commander know.
Well,
because,
you said
I
it
would
right
imagine-
after I said the thing about LOL, so I kind of assumed you were like, I wasted magic on these spiders and you're giving a prayer to Lolth? What the fuck?
No, oh no, like that's
Your
That's
timing
not
was a little.
Burles.
Your timing was a little weird, so it's easy for a character. Yeah, no, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I just meant it in the sense that Burles is letting his commanding officer know that he can't pull too many more tricks like that without arrest.
So what you're saying is you need a rest before we continue.
Yes, mistress.
You don't need to call me that. I'm just a sister.
Yeah.
Company,
and
hold
I
up.
and I just imagine when Burles' mistress, somebody roll, Actually, Envy X, roll perception real quick.
Okay.
Okay. I get double my proficiency bonus on this, so I need to.
Oh,
roll it.
that works. Don't worry, I got this.
No, I'm gonna have you both roll it just because I'm wondering something.
All right. Whatever I roll, add an additional 2 to it. Okay.
Okay.
15.
Okay, yeah. You both notice when Burles calls Killstick by mistress, you actually notice that Ibgern's actual ear just kind of twitched a little bit.
Oh no.
Actually, Envy, you kind of notice he just kind of grimaces in anger, just like, ugh, son of a bitch.
Envy runs up and basically runs up behind Edgar and doesn't really tackle him, but basically whizzes by him to get his mind off of things.
And then it's just kind of falling behind you with the arm. He just kind of growls under his breath and just like, okay, you two, get back here. Killstick said stop, so get back here.
We should continue this forward in a better bit of stealth, since we've kind of blew our load prematurely.
I blew nothing.
Okay.
Envy
Well, a
then
few
runs
of
up
us
to
did.
him
Phrasing!
and pokes him.
Phrasing, Killstick! Phrasing!
That's a 17 for stealth.
What the hell?
Let's move along a little more quietly, lest we get ambushed by more.
I do have disadvantage on my stealth.
That would be a smart thing to do. Oh, got it, Gerd.
Well, can't we,
I
like,
believe-
help him at all?
Oh wait. Oh, I already
he's
rolled
wearing
twice.
heavy armor, so...
So that's a 3 to my stealth. Oh,
Well,
fuck.
I rolled a nat 1, so...
Oh, God!
Let us be more
Yeah.
stealthy. And then she tramples down the path.
Thud, 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 thud.
So
Envy
just the
then
sound of
says-
chainmail shrinking.
Envy comes up behind Killsec in his stealth and says, "Hypocrite."
I'm
To your left,
sorry.
to your right, to your left, to your right.
I'm sorry my armor hasn't been the best since that last fight. Hiding up in that tree didn't do it the best.
Garen is kind of doing the best he can, given his size and stature. Or his armor and stature.
Killstick is trying to help Garen, but she's just not getting it right. And she's just like, okay, how about a few of you that are a bit more stealthy, be a bit more ahead, and keep your eye out.
Okay.
No.
Envy
Problem.
then rushes off into the shadows.
Burles does that.
And, oh geez, who rolled higher? Yeah, Burles would be, close behind you, followed by... Yeah, followed by, Sapphire.
We all roll.
Kill 60 nothing. Oh my god, sorry, I'm trying to find it.
Oh,
That's
nice.
nine.
For...
You know what it is? She is just put off by Burles just calling her mistress out of nowhere.
Garen is focused.
Yes, you are. Who's my focus tank of armor?
Wow.
Oh my god.
Interesting. Do we have a new ship?
I'm not a child.
Can we not? Like, can we not? Can we not?
Alright, fine.
This is because I do not. I am not. I am. Sorry, I'm getting tongue twisted while I'm trying. Can't work. Get English very good. Because I'm trying to get this. Come on. Give me the picture, please. That's all I need is the picture. Thank you.
Give me the bird. We'd love to, but the fox censors won't let us.
Oof.
That's funny.
It's from Animaniacs.
I know. That's why I laugh.
Animaniacs, and those are the facts.
Oh, come on.
Yep. So while she's doing that, Berliss saddles up next to Envy, and says,
Envy charged ahead. Envy, yeah, Envy, Berlitz,
Envy
and
is in
Sapphire
scout
charged.
mode.
Yeah, Envy, yeah, you, Envy, and Sapphire charged ahead, so it's technically all three of you grouped together.
okay, well then Berliss will use a little bit more discretion than he intended to. Berliss, still keeping his eyes peeled for danger, says to Envy, "Why did you attack first? I thought, you were all sneaky."
Envy stays quiet, as if contemplating what he should say.
Wait a minute, I couldn't hear you over X doing whatever X does. What did you say?
Sorry.
Oh,
Envy
fuck.
contemplates his words. He stays quiet for him, as if he just doesn't know what to say. And he finally sighs and stops for a moment and turns to Berliss. His mask is on, by the way, so you. I don't know. I can give you excuse after excuse, but I don't think I can be honest with you. If I'm honest, it may have to do something with my training underneath Barbarian. The desire to fight is strong within me. And I understand that there are many monsters prowling this world, which sometimes they don't listen at all. I've been shown that many times. So my first action is always to battle, always to fight and defend and survive. It's just pure instinct to want to. I don't know. He then turns off and continues ahead.
Berliss keeps pace, and he looks at Envy. Now this may be a weird dynamic because even though technically Berliss is older, they probably are of the same maturity level. But
Just
Berliss,
about.
what's that?
Just about.
So, but Berliss feels almost a familial, say a brotherly
Brother.
instinct to look out for Envy after he says that. And Berliss says to puts his hand on Envy's shoulder and says, "God, I so want to do the lisp thing, but he's just like, I can understand that, but you're not alone anymore. What you do affects us all." And okay, go ahead, sorry.
Like I said, it's instinct. Nothing more, nothing less. Whether you know it or not, I will always have to use some semblance. Even if it affects the group, I can't help myself. It's just how it continues.
Alright, and after a little bit of scouting ahead, and I'm just going to grab you guys real quick.
The only thing Garen says to Killstack on the trip over is just, good shot.
The first one, anyway.
Cameron.
Solid
Alright,
conversation.
guys.
Solid character growth right there.
Solid character growth.
Not quite as good as last night.
You know, I must have missed last night.
When I was shooting the crap out of the goblins and ogres?
Oh, I thought you were referring to the tavern. Never mind.
Copy and okay. One second, guys. I'm just trying to transfer your things over real quick. Oh, right, I gotta do that.
Well, and
Where
while
are
you
you
do
guys?
that, Burles also keeps an eye out for anything else of use in this forest of weirdness. That's perception.
Perfection.
And that's a
Oh.
crit.
Nice.
And you know, it's not necessarily for like healing herbs or spell components, just anything of use. Like, so any trails, any tracks that could tell us, or any signs that an enemy or threat is close by.
You see a couple of tracks from some of the, what you assume would be the natural fauna, which seems to consist of what might be small humanoids, spiders, and the like, you know, just typical things. Not your typical rabbits and squirrels and deer and such, because it seems like they've long since left this place. In preference to a little bit brighter accompaniment. Now let me see here. Sorry, I gotta engage. Where is it on here? Okay, and
So, is this a magically dark part of the forest or a naturally dark part of the forest?
it's naturally dark.
Not quite
Naturally dark.
Mirkwood.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good thing. Good thing most of us have night vision, I guess.
Yes. Alright, and after a little bit of walking, you guys come upon this site.
Are those
Oh.
rocks?
They look like rocks.
Do
Yeah.
a perception,
Gravestones?
do a
Oh, they're
perception
tombs.
check. Yeah, do a perception
Ew.
check to see if you can figure it out.
A perception check?
Oh!
Nice.
Not my best.
This is just the scout group, right?
Oh,
Uh,
right.
it's for all of you all, because eventually you guys stumble upon the site, and I assume the scout group waits for you guys after they knows that there's no intentional threat. It just seems like it's an empty space.
Oh!
Add 2 to that, so that's a 22.
Let me get Ivgern in here. Perception. Oh,
Nice.
Oh.
Christ.
Oh,
Roll at
damn.
disadvantage, but
Double crit.
25
Knows
vision.
all.
Dead.
Here looks at the DM and just smiles. I know I'm being controlled by.
I see you, master. I see you now.
okay, Ivgern, not right now. Shush.
I've
Oh,
seen
Sapphire
everything.
sees plenty as well. Okay, so most of you do notice that this is pretty much a graveyard, but for those of us that rolled 20 and over, so Ivgern and Sapphire and X even, you realize this isn't just any normal graveyard. We're in Halfling country, so it is noticeable that some of the names on here aren't really Halfling names. They seem to be a mix of different races: elves, humans, a couple of it looks like gnomes and dwarves and such. It's a nice little mismatch, and all of the dates on there. There are no birth dates, but there is a date that seems to be like
Who died?
hundreds of years earlier.
Around the same time.
Right
can
about.
can I roll a knowledge history of this area?
History, yes.
And that also gets an extra 2. So it would be a 16.
Okay. Well, looking around the area, observing the stones and the dates on them, and even recognizing a couple of names from history, you realize that likely the area you guys are in, and likely the dragon remains you're looking for, belong to a dragon that you recall stories of where it was a multicolored dragon that could
It's
breathe
Crayola.
a variety of flames.
It's like one of those pens with many tips.
Yeah. Little
Yeah, if all the tips had different little effects, like one poisoned you, one burned you, one froze you,
Are you
like
saying
that.
they didn't poison you?
How do you know?
I
It's
mean-
all a religion.
But yeah, that's what or that's what you collect basically from your history check here. That you're approaching of a very powerful, big, old, but it was still very formidable, still kind of young.
So, does this graveyard have any relation to the dragon they were talking about?
I recognize these dates, some of these names. There were stories about a multicolored dragon that these men fought.
So I assume this means we're close.
Yes, this is, from what I remember, the battleground or close to it.
There's a name for you, X.
Ooh, I got a message. Hold on. Come here.
Omelet.
2 waffles.
Oh, it's not exactly a private message.
No, I needed to get to the message.
Omelet.
No, it's pronounced Oimelo. The
Omelet.
young one. The young one.
Omelet, the young one.
I tried. There is no, like, I wanted to say omelet. I tried to make it not omelet, but it's omelet. Yeah, now it's official.
Okay, Omelet, the young one. Let's go with
Okay.
that.
So, yes, well, I can't even say it now. Omelet, the young one. I can't say it. It's too silly.
Oh, just roll with it. Just roll with it.
Oh, I am.
Oi, yeah, it should be
He
oi
died.
me lot. Oi noy me noy noy oi me noy.
You made it
Boy,
worse.
Mila. You want
Sorry.
me to say the name from now on? Boy,
Oi
Mila.
noy me noy noy.
No.
This is what happens when your DM gets drunk, everybody.
Omelet.
Thanks.
Alright, let's go find Omelet's bones.
Alright.
Envy moves up to a grave to inspect it.
Okay. Well, you inspect it closely, and it seems to be. You can't exactly tell the name because it's a bit worn, but you can tell from what little bits of the surname you can make out, it seems to belong to a dwarven adventurer once. It looks like they died around, like, let's say the lesser half of the last millennia.
Kilsek folds
My
arm
soul.
for a second. Did the halfling member of the Amulet team, was he involved with this dragon at all?
You mean the one from the original Heroes?
Yes.
That would be a knowledge history, wouldn't it?
Well, I would not know that. I'm asking you guys because my history is -2.
So I got 20. So I don't know if that gives me any kind of trying to remember more about this.
Give me 1 second. I gotta pull up the actual name of the halfling rogue. Where is it? Because his name's always escaping me. Benzu.
Yeah.
Benzu, the
We
master.
We could call him Skillet if we want.
No.
Omelet, the young one, and Skillet, the old one.
Oh my god.
But X, from what you recall, actually, you do remember that actually visited the cave of Omelet once. Or
Oimelet.
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 Omelet.
Let's just call him Omelet.
Yeah, let's
Come
go.
Yeah.
Let's stop denying it.
But
But yeah, he
Given.
did visit the cave once long ago before he set out on the journey that would make him one of the heroes of the old world, or the adventures of the old world. But when he actually got here, a lot of the horde had actually already been claimed, aside from like one item, which was like a very odd gemstone. But that was about it.
Interesting.
Gemstone.
Mhm.
Huh.
I'm gonna check out some of the graves just to see if there's anything in particular, like any heroes, any pretty cool dudes.
Most of them seem to be just typical heroes. Again, it's kind of a mishmash of origins. You got some elves, you got some Eldrin, you got some dwarves. It's kind of a mishmash of everybody.
It's a variety bin.
Even
Envy
drow.
wonders thought aloud.
There are a couple of elven names mixed in here. Some wood, some drow. Couple like the more like higher standing elves, it seems, but some half elves. But you can't really tell. Again, sometimes on some of them, the first names seem to be completely eroded away.
Well, let's keep moving forward. Shouldn't be far now.
Alright, and as you guys move ahead, because your exit is right here through this clearing of trees. Because you do see, for any of you that can see a little bit further. Oh no, back up there, Garen. So any of you that can see a little bit further ahead, you can see that there is, like, ruins on the other side. But as you guys approach, you see something emerge from one of the graves. And just kind of float about. Kind of very quietly sobbing into her hands as she floats about.
Kilsec freezes and stands still.
Envy hears the sobbing and gets concerned.
Berlis looks to Sapphire, says, "Do you see that? And that activates advantage on perception."
Garen just looks at it. He doesn't seem aggressive, actually. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, I very clearly see it, and that is not something that's supposed to be here. Well, I mean, it kind of belongs here, considering we're in a graveyard, but that doesn't exactly help us out.
No, thank you.
What is it? Envy whispers aloud.
It's a banshee.
Banshee?
Yes, a banshee. Have you never heard of a banshee?
It's a ghost, right? Nothing can really hurt it. I know that.
Kilsec calls out to Garen. Garen, stop!
I can't. Sorry.
Garen, get back here.
Envy moves up quietly.
Right, and as you get kind of closer, you see she's kind of in like a stark white dress, long white hair that's like covering most of her face. And you do see what kind of seems like elven ears poking up from her hair as she's just covering her face, just crying softly.
Guys, leave her alone.
Yeah, back it up! Back it up!
Mom?
Leave it
Back
alone.
it up!
Okay, let me know the moment someone tries to do something stupid as far as pissing it off.
Well, Garen's right there, about to give it a kiss, so...
Garen watches it up to a point where he gets, about yay far away, and then just kind of disregards it and tries to walk by.
Alright, and actually, as you try to walk by it, she just kind of looks up and you realize that half of her face is basically gone, and it's just kind of this ghastly, like, her eye is missing, like, half her face looks like it's decayed, and she just kind of screams at you.
Do I have to, like, roll something to stave off fear?
Kilsec face palms.
Do I look like a ghost wrangler?
Actually, no, you are fine. You're fine. She just kind of screams in your face, and then she attempts to lash out at you. Roll initiative, guys.
God damn it.
Well, so much for avoiding that.
Yeah. Tink just walks up and says, hello.
Hello, you want a hug?
You want to play with me?
Well, at least he didn't run up going, wee!
Oh, God.
Oh, my lord.
I'm going to make that noise every time I play with you from now on, Emily. Make
No.
you cry.
It'll lose its charm.
Just waiting for next time on Bounty Babes. Just
Tom
Let's
Brody
try it out
appears.
here, girls.
We were gonna murder this guy.
Not
Fireball,
if this guy
fireball,
murdered
fireball.
you first. Anyways,
Yeah, which, by the way, even though we're not playing a game this Sunday, tune in to Batty Babes on Sundays, typically. It's normally on the Twitch channel and on the YouTube channel. Come check it out. It's a bunch of girls hunting down a bunch of assholes. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, name drop aside.
shameless plug.
Yeah, shameless plug is shameless. Oh my god.
Why has it got to be Irish? Why does it have to be named Seamus?
Because the Irish people are great.
Wait, what?
What
What did I miss? What did
There's
I
no
miss?
denying it.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
You had to be there.
Had to be there.
X.
I get a 12.
Would Burles be correct in thinking that a banshee would not be susceptible to charm? Would Burles be correct in thinking that you could not charm a banshee?
I mean, you could try, but she's probably going to suck
Have
your
you
soul
run
after your
across
face.
a lot of banshees in your life?
Likely
Burles
not.
is some shit, but he ain't never seen no banshee.
Kilseka calls out, "Stop! Let me handle this."
Okay. And with all that said and done, Ipgrin actually goes first.
Well, that's Kilsek's free action. Stop! Let me handle this.
I have a way to fix this real quick, so good luck. If you fail,
Yeah,
no, I got your back. Like, I have a solution if you fail in what you are doing.
Alright.
All right?
Oh,
Can
right.
he cast dancing lights to draw its attention?
No.
Cool.
Nothing that simple.
I guess no.
Sorry,
It happens to be a spell I picked, not in thinking that we would ever need it. But
Yeah,
just to have it, just in
just
case.
Well,
It's always
This is
good to
gonna
be prepared, huh?
interesting.
Huh?
it's Ipgurn's turn, right?
Yes. Sit yours. Pull out my calculator just to keep track of all that nonsense. Okay. First off, let me just double check this. Okay, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. Okay, Ibgurn's just going to kind of run up, duck behind one of the gravestones.
Okay.
Actually, not that gravestone. They're trying and get into the line of sight of this thing, which Garen's kind of in the way.
fair.
Well, if you want to
And
run
he's
up
in the
and
way
get it.
too.
See. 5, 10, 15, 20. There we go. He's actually going to go ahead and cast Thunderclap.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Actually, since Garen is within range of her,
Mm-hmm.
actually no, it's only melee, so he rolls normal. So Thunderclap, which is going to roll at normal level. She's gonna make a DC saving throw, which 20. Ah, she actually succeeded. I just need to double check. Is that half damage or no damage?
I think it's half.
No, it does not look like it. It must succeed on Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 thunder damage. Doesn't say anything about half. Okay, so that is a no-go. So he just kind of sends the wave out, and she just kind of shifts out of the way of it. Damn it! This big boom does kind of echo through the area and kind of shakes the trees a little bit. Sorry! Alright, and up next is Envy.
Envy uses one of his actions to draw its attention to him. To use dancing lights around him to draw its attention closer to him. Over here! He shouts, leaving the lights to dance around as he clangs his swords together.
You're making yourself a target?
Yep.
She kind of shifts her attention.
No.
I want to bring it closer
Beautiful.
for Killsick.
Beautiful.
She kind of shifts her attention to you, and she just kind of starts very slowly floating past Garen towards you.
He then pulls out his longbow to take a shot if he can. If he can still take a shot.
Go ahead.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Okay.
Alright.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
9.
9? Okay.
Come on, you ghost! Face me!
Alright. And that is actually her turn. And she is just going to kind of come up to you, and she is...
Doesn't Garen get like an attack of opportunity or something?
Yeah.
Actually, let me see here.
Because she had to go around Garen.
Oh god.
Or at least disengage.
Actually, everybody make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh shit.
Let's see. Is it being charmed?
No. It's
Is it being charmed or frightened?
It's being frightened.
Oh, yeah, I get advantage.
As do I, yeah.
Do I get that? Or...
elves, yeah. Any elven blood.
I get it, from a feat thingy. Which one thing? Cool beans. I don't even know what I rolled. Let's see. Cool.
It's just a straight wisdom?
Yeah.
Alright. Nope.
This is... Oh my god, Envy.
Envy is afraid.
Give me 1 second, because I gotta look up Sapphire real quick.
Oh.
I think halflings have something against being frightened.
I thought they did.
Or at least certain ones.
They used to, yeah. Killsick, I'm thinking we're okay.
Envy, is it?
No, Envy's a furred.
Yep.
And you're the one right in front of her, so it kind of works out. It's okay.
So, could I make an opportunity attack to grab her?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me get through this all real quick.
The whole point I wanted to drag her over to me was so they could actually get closer.
Oh god.
Quicker.
Yeah, you might have gotten yourself more attention than you wanted.
That's fine. I don't care. Envy can take a few hits.
Oh, man.
Alright, Sapphire.
He's not as squishy as you think.
Well, he's a bit more spry.
Right after that. Okay. So, everybody who did not roll 13 or over, you are now frightened for 1 minute. So you're going to be actively... Yeah, you're going to be actively running away from her.
Well, you can't get closer to her. There's disadvantage on any attack rolls against her.
A frightened target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns with disadvantage if the banshee is within line of sight, ending the effect on itself on a successful result. If the target saving throw is successful or the effect ends, the target is immune. So basically, everyone who rolled over 13, you're immune. Everyone under, you got a minute. So that
Envy
means...
seems to shake but doesn't seem to be willing to move.
Same with Edgar, and he is just kind of stuck where he's at. Just, oh.
Almost as if his instincts are telling him to fight, but his mind is telling him to run.
Yep.
He just gets stuck.
Right, and let me see here.
What's up?
And then she's actually going to reach out and try to touch you.
Oh god.
Envy.
Alright.
That's a 15 to hit.
17 is my armor class.
Okay, so she
Nice.
just kind of touches you, and it doesn't really affect you too much, but you are just kind of still stuck there. It's just like, oh god, she's touching me, she's touching me.
Envy instinctively reaches to grab the arm to defend himself.
Don't do that.
Don't do that $1, please.
And you grab onto it, but all you feel is just ice cold, like it's almost like you're just grabbing stone, but it's like soft and fleshy as well.
Oh no, these crazy chills are running down your spine.
Envy grips harder.
Jeez, is that basically like a grapple?
I think so. Should I roll strength?
I mean, considering as soon as it's your turn, you're probably away.
Yeah, you're afraid of it.
Yeah. You would have disadvantage, I would think.
Yeah, let me double check quick. I just want to double check there.
So I'm
Because
guessing
next,
the
actually,
attack of opportunity did not happen.
Yeah.
actually, yeah, you can go ahead and do that real quick while I look up this condition.
Here, I got it for you. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Alrighty, thank you for that. And alright, Evan, did you roll me to hit?
Let me just. Yeah, I'm trying to make a grapple attack. Do I add what strength bonus to that?
Yes.
Yes, that's basically athletics.
Oh, athletics.
Yeah, athletics to grab and either athletics or acrobatics to escape.
That's a grab.
It's not so much an aggressive grab as just trying to hold back this ghost from getting to Envy.
Wait, I just met you.
Hold on. Take me on a date first, please.
Yeah, I just imagine that she's kind of grabbing Envy's shoulder, and he's got her one arm, and then you're just kind of grabbing her by the other arm. She's just kind of like, what the hell is going on here?
Listen, Envy looks up with a smirk. It's a very scared smirk, but you should at least take a guy out on a date first before you touch him.
Half her face is missing.
Yeah, you actually kind of hear her whisper in Elvish, just kind of under her breath. Oh, will it not matter once your life force is mine?
Ah.
Go ahead and try. You won't take mine. Not yet.
Whose turn is it?
It is your turn, actually.
Oh, yay!
End
Finally.
this quickly.
I run forward and I use Channel Divinity to abjure enemy. And she has to roll a wisdom save at disadvantage since she is undead. I present my holy symbol, which is a scale and a sword, and I tell her, "Be gone!" And if she fails, she will be frightened for 1 minute or until she takes damage.
That's a 2 on her behalf. So yeah, she's frightened.
Yeah, she is frightened. She wants to get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, she kind of tries to yank away from Garen and Envy. And actually, you two will roll me strength check.
Kilsek tells him, "Let her go."
out of fear, Envy doesn't know what to do. I have to roll a disadvantage, right?
Garen.
Yes.
There you go.
I mean, you could fail if you want to obey my order.
Garen is gonna just lock eyes with Kilsek for a second, and then let go.
Let her run.
Yeah, the
Envy
Banshee
lets
just
go.
kind of holds up her arms and she just kind of starts slowly floating back away from Kilsek.
Get away. Away with you. The power
gone.
of Nemesis compels you.
Be
The
gone,
power
a
of Christ
grossly
compels
sex
you.
symbol.
The power of Nemesis compels you.
Be gone, thought.
She's not really a thought. She actually isn't that bad looking if she keeps her hair above the rotting half of her face.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. But it isn't
common
about the looks,
excuse.
it's about the person.
Kilsa
Okay.
just holds up her symbol and like, okay, let's get around her. Let's just keep going.
Hi, how are you?
God damn it.
I mean, how far away do you want to be from her to get around her?
I mean, we don't have to be far. She's not going to want to come closer to me as long as I'm holding up my symbol.
Because I just imagine you're just kind of circling around her, everyone else behind
Yes.
you.
I'm like, hey, guys, come on.
Garen is sticking more or less beside her.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to roll persuasion to get Edgar and Envy. They're still frightened.
Can I roll athletics to pick him up?
Sure, go ahead, roll athletics to pick the
Please.
two of them up.
Okay.
Envy will fight this to the max.
Come on,
Berliss
little
goes
buddy.
up to Ibgern.
Wait, are we rolling strength with case? Give me a moment.
Yeah, if you two want to roll strength against each other, go right ahead. But go ahead, Burles.
I mean, would
Berliss
it be
goes up to
okay if they
Ibgern.
made like a wide curve, not
Fuck.
getting any closer?
Well, hold on first. Tim, go ahead.
Okay, Berliss goes up to Ibgern. And he sees that Ibgern's frightened. And he first he just tries caressing his hands. And he's just like, it's okay. It's okay. And like he can see that Ibgern wants to rabbit.
What?
Ibgern wants to run away.
Oh.
He can see that. So at first he's just trying to calm him down, like, it's okay, it's okay. But he just sees like the fear in his eyes. And then, you know what, like seeing how far out of it like Ibgern is. Berliss kisses him.
He's just a little bit startled there for a moment, then he just kind of stumbles back against the gravestone, just like, oh, what? Bruce, really? Why now of all times?
Because I love you, Daddy.
Oh, well,
I'm
you know,
sorry.
stream
I'm sorry.
stream over. Let's go. We need to.
Yep,
I need to go to
we're done.
confession.
I'm sorry.
To church, everyone. Let's go.
Oh,
He's a little bit flustered, and yeah, over there, Garen, you successfully pick up Envy and just throw him
I
over your
just-
shoulder.
I just imagine like how you pick up a toddler.
Okay, little
You see Envy trying to fight because he's still afraid. He's fighting with everything he can to get away.
Well, you're not going to get anywhere with that 13.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah,
he's
just
like
imagine-
trying to kick against the armor and failing to do so.
It's just
Yeah.
dinging off.
Ching, ching.
Yeah, Ibgard's just kind of pressed up against the grave, just flustering, just like, why did you, Ooh,
Ew.
what the hell, what? He's just kind of looking around, just like, what exactly, ugh. Oh, God. Just, no, of all times? Ugh. I mean, Yeah, quite a place for it in the middle of a graveyard.
Berlis just whispers to him, "You were frightened. I had to snap you out of it."
I thought kissing you was a good idea!
I'm sorry, I'm ruining your mind.
You're not sorry, don't lie.
That's what Berlis says as he runs away.
Okay. I'm good. I'm good. Go ahead, Tim. Go ahead.
And then he like motions to Garen and Envy. And he's like, "And now we have to help Envy." And
Garen just says, "Don't kiss him."
Yeah, I was gonna say, do not. I swear I will smack you across one of these graves.
And
then
he
he
starts to try to reach for his blades as he's trying to get out.
Garen just keeps on
Berlis.
walking.
Berlis looks very irritated at Ibgern, and then casts walks over to Envy and casts Prestidigitation. And what he does, it's like a harmless sensory effect, like a shower of sparks, and like he's hoping that will snap Envy out of it.
A shower of sparks.
He's so frightened.
Yeah, like
Let's
not
make-
like on his face, but like right by it. Like
let's shine flashing lights at the fearful child.
Is that
You
how
see
he
Envy fight harder as he gets worse and more afraid.
Garen,
For his source of
Garen
life.
roll. Yeah, he snaps. He breaks out of it.
He knocks Garen across back about 5 feet as he kicks against him and jumps back. He reaches for his blades and prepares for a fight. Kill. I will stop you this time.
God
Berlis-
damn it.
Garen. He rushes at Garen.
Berlis casts Sleep on Envy.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah, because he's half elf.
You know,
Oh fuck yeah!
I'm gonna try to cast Mage Hand and try to basically like smack him across the face and tell him to snap out of it.
Mishand can only give about 10 pounds of force, I think.
I'm not trying to hurt him. I'm just trying to be like, yo, what the hell are you doing?
Garen does
Just like
not.
a little pat on the face.
Yeah.
Garen does not draw his hammer, but he draws his shield and just gets ready for what's gonna happen.
Okay, and you just kind of feel it's like a mild smack across the face.
Envy.
It's like,
It's okay.
Anything?
I'm looking at him trying to get him to break out of it. Like that's the whole point of this. I'm trying to help him break out of it.
You hear deep breaths. Envy just stays kind of still. Just does not move.
Alright.
Envy,
Sure.
you need to calm down. We have to make our way around this thing, so let's...
He'll be okay. He just needs a moment. Everybody chill out.
You hear mumblings of fight, have to win, have to sing.
Envy?
Garen just
This
smacks
is
him
kind
with
of
the shield.
Sapphire. No. Envy, or Sapphire, she's walking up, she puts up her hand, she's like, wait. She kind of walks up and she kind of walks up to Envy, it's just like, Envy, down here, now. Envy, I know you can hear me. Down here now.
Are we
Envy
out of
looks-
initiative right now?
Yeah, because the Banshee's just kind of keeping her distance.
Okay, Kilsec raises a hand and is like, "The power of Nemesis compels you." And I cast Bless, so you get an extra D4 on your saving for.
Be healed, my child.
Envy looks down slowly.
And
As
this
if
works
not
for
just
Ibgern
wanted
as
to.
well, if he's still afraid.
Edgar's pretty much snapped out of it. But Sapphire just kind of walks up and she's like, Envy, relax. You are fine. You are fine. You're safe among friends. Please, I know you can hear me. Just focus on me. Focus on my voice. You are fine. You are perfectly fine.
For fuck's sake, guys, this thing isn't gonna hold up forever.
Yeah, we're still
Envy just drops his sword and kneels.
Burles picks the sword up.
Garen picks Envy up.
All
We
right.
gotta get going. We gotta get around this. We need to go now.
Yeah, let's
Hey,
go. Now,
Garen just
now.
picks him up, or at least tries to, and just kind of walks with him as if he was a small dog.
Yeah.
God. All right, but Garen, Ibgern, and Envy get a D4 on their next attack or saving throw within the next minute if they choose to make one.
Yep, and you guys make it past perfectly fine.
But
And the
my
minute you
spell
do-
only holds up for a minute, by the way.
That's how we needed to go.
Oh,
I guess I'll roll
But
like
she's
a,
probably still trying to flee from me as I pass by, as I push up to her, like, get out of here! Go!
Yeah, she just kind of backs up.
shoo!
I guess I'll roll a religion check
Get out
for
of here!
like to reach out to Celeste to give me some sense.
Alright.
So I add +4 to that? Or
That would be your wisdom, yes.
okay, so
You can add a
There we
D4
go.
to that if you want.
alright.
It's 12 plus 16. Yep, you do reach out to her and you do feel this like kind of cleansing warmth go over your mind for a moment.
Dreams
And-
are gone.
Yeah.
Finally.
Are you alright, Envy? What the heck happened back there? Well, aside from the Banshee.
I'm gonna say Garen puts Envy down.
Yeah, by this point, the Banshee's basically fucked off.
And he just mutters something about fire before wandering ahead.
The next time we see an enemy, we need to form up together and get a plan going.
That'd be nice, but... But we're through it, we got past it, let's just continue onwards. This ruin is where it's where I assume the dragon remains are. We should be fine. So let's just get in here.
Kilsek huffs. So untrained.
Alright, and as you guys enter into the ruins, which definitely seem like they've seen better days. It looks like the remnants of not exactly a temple, but it's definitely a grounds of worship. And you see all kinds of like runes carved into some of the columns that are still standing, whether they're buried in the dirt or left standing alone to be consumed by nature.
For Lisketh, I guess it's a religion check to see if he recognizes any of those runes.
Mhm.
And specifically, he's looking for any danger. But yeah, religion. Da, 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 da.
Alright, you do recognize some of these runes, some of the images on the pillars that are depicting stories of actually some of the tales of the dragons that once ruled over Zoathia, back before any of the civilized races that you currently know actually settled in on the land. Specific names kind of escape you as you don't quite understand the runes, the written language of the runes, but you get the general gist from the pictures and such that it's pretty much telling the stories of a lot of the dragons.
You there?
What?
Mhm.
I heard telling the stories of and then nothing.
The dragons of old.
Okay. You know, and you said nothing about dangers, so I'm thinking the other thing Burles, I guess he'd also do a perception look. He's looking around because he's specifically looking for dangers, traps, that kind of thing.
Oh, jeez. Alright, hold on a second, because I accidentally clicked one of my bookmarks. My work schedule likes to be in the way of everything.
It just
Give
wants
me
to
my
remind
details.
you.
There we go. Trying to click on something else, but no, I want to be smartiest. Give me 1 second. So what are you looking around for again, Tim? Just general danger?
Dangers and traps.
You don't really see any dangers or traps or anything like that. Like, son of a bitch. I really had to put this in a better place. I keep clicking my bookmarks bar like nuts.
And also, I guess, clues against about what we're up against.
Okay, well, the only thing you see in this room, aside from some of the totems and remains of, like, what seemed to have been structures at one point, is just the giant dragon skeleton that's sitting, like, right in the middle of the area. Actually, I'm trying to get that set up for you, but, again, this all is being a bit dickish.
You said dragon scale?
No, dragon skeleton.
Okay.
Like, an entire fucking dragon skeleton. Just sitting
How-
right out in the open.
How big is it?
It's about the size of a young dragon. Maybe a little bit bigger.
It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
It's just sitting there.
I'm gonna roll insight real quick. Just to see if I can figure out that this is an obvious boss fight.
Investigation to find the arrow.
Oh, apparently I think this is safe.
Alright, give me 1 second. I'm drawing up the area real quick so you guys are aware of exactly what you are up against.
Safe as could be, right, Kilsec?
Yep.
I
Kilsick
see.
is just
I see nothing
muttering
threatening.
about how badly formulated we are.
I should probably roll perception too, really quick.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, and
Okay.
who's taking lead into this area with you?
I would
and-
suggest one of the Lightfoots.
I guess Envy wanders ahead quickly, trying to get away from whatever the hell just happened with him.
Okay, Sapphire will probably be right beside you in that endeavor. I'm trying to get through all this.
And then, like, as far as I can tell, Burles and the wolf are up front.
Well, I'm not up front. I'm more around the middle.
There you guys are.
Oh, would you look at that? It's a dragon.
Well, it's a dragon skeleton.
This doesn't look like a boss fight.
At all.
There's nothing that could possibly suggest that.
And Envy, you do actually find the arrow, and it is lodged actually in the massive collarbone of this dragon. Well, dragon skeleton.
Envy absentmindedly does notice the skeleton and sees the arrow and says, and absentmindedly focuses on the goal and just kind of just wanders up, basically,
Alright.
without really thinking.
Well, nothing really seems to happen as you wander up. It's just everything is quiet and still, like deathly quiet.
What are these over here?
Pilars.
Yeah, those are pillars that are surrounding the area.
Kilsack studies the pillars.
Garen just
Alright,
watches.
give me a history check
intensely.
there.
Why not? Nope.
Yeah, no, you can't really discern anything, and neither can X, evidently.
Pillars, tell me your history. What secrets do you hold?
Yep. Nothing.
Sister Killstick, she knows nothing, she sees nothing, she's just no.
Everything's just
Doesn't
wrong.
care. Envy just kind of looks at the dragon skeleton and just touches it, just touches one of the neck bones up to the collar.
The neck
arrow.
bone's connected to the neck bone.
Yep.
It does not seem to react to your touch or anything like that.
He reaches for the arrow.
If you're particularly concerned, you could always sever the head.
Hmm. I don't know. I guess.
Can Berlis help him with his invisible mage hand? Like, give him advantage on pulling it out or whatever?
Not
pulls it out.
really. Yeah,
Envy
pulls
grabs
out
it and rips it out.
Yeah, he pulls out with ease, and when you take a closer look at the arrow, you realize that it seems to be an arrow of elven craft. Like, it's got a silver arrowhead, the wooden shaft of it is nice and polished, and the ends of it look to be exotic feathers of some kind. And actually, make me a... It's your choice, either make me a perception check or an arcana check.
Perception.
Okay, 18. You do also notice that you take a closer look at the arrowhead. There seems to be a rune inscribed into it.
What's this?
You're not exactly sure what it stands for, but it does stand out from the normal groovings of an arrowhead.
Envy attaches the arrow to one of it, puts the arrow in his quiver full of arrows.
Don't lose it, please. We gotta give it back to the... We gotta give it to the halfling.
And then slowly makes its way back,
Alright.
cautiously.
As you make your way back, you do suddenly feel the air just kind of become heavy and dead. As you hear the very subtle clicking of bones. And as you turn towards the noise and everybody else does, you see this skeletal dragon, the wings just kind of sort of twitch as they kind of rise from the dirt in the hedges to lift. As it stares at you guys, where its empty sockets would be, you just see these like deep red pinpricks appear. Roll initiative!
Let's go. Let's fight this bastard.
Well then.
Wait, why do we have to fight it? Why not just run?
I'm ready.
Well, you can roll initiative to run away. We'll see who's faster and who gets fall behind.
Oh.
Oh,
Shit!
I guess you did.
Berlis ran the fuck out of there and he was never seen again.
We could run, but it'd be a lot cooler if we didn't.
Envy doesn't want to go face the Banshee again. He's still afraid of it. He thinks back to it.
Banshee
He's like, I'd rather
or
fight a flying
dragon?
giant called the dragon.
Banshee
Dragon.
or
Yeah,
I
dragon!
like dragon.
Banshee or necro dragon?
I want
I'll take on the
to
fucking
get
dragon.
into that too.
I'll kill the dragon before I go back to face that ghost.
Yeah, and Killsack is not gonna let this thing run around.
Okay, and let me get the initiative for the dragon. Dragon.
Dragon.
Dragon.
It's a dragon.
Don't be dragging your feet around this combat.
Omelet.
Because it's probably going to be hard.
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome, Omelet.
There we go. Now he's named. Say
Omelet.
hi to Omelet.
Hello, Omelet.
Bah!
Roar.
Whee!
God. I
Guys,
think
that's
I'd
the-
pee
you know what, that's
myself
the
if it
quote
was
for
the
this
first
episode.
thing that came out of a dragon skeleton.
That's just the wind going through the bones.
Yeah.
Quote of
Okay,
the session.
I'll
Yep.
change the description to that.
Thank you.
Okay, Berlis goes up. I mean, it's my turn, right?
Yeah, it's your turn. I got
Berlis goes up the 20 feet and tries to, like, drag Envy with him. He's like, come on, I got an idea. Come on, let's back off.
Drag on.
And he goes back here, and then he casts Color Spray on the dragon. That is a dazzling array of flashing colored lights springs from your hand. You roll 6d10. The total is how many hit points of the creature the spell can affect. Creatures in a 15-foot cone originating from you are affected in ascending order.
Do I have to,
I'm
wait,
sure he's stepping in front of you. I would
Yes.
hope.
so
Yes, he drags you back.
I go
Yeah.
here, maybe?
And oh, that's so nice of you. You're giving its color back.
So
Crayola is just heard.
Omelet.
6d10.
Omelette.
Omelette du
Omelette.
fromage.
What?
Omelette du fromage.
I don't speak Italian.
I'm sorry, Japanese? What?
Nani?
None.
Okay, and what is it that it has to do? The color spray?
If I understand this properly, if my roll is it meets or beats its hit points, it is blinded.
37 ain't gonna cut it. I'm sorry, that's not even half. That's not even half.
You
Shit.
tried.
You will have that.
And then
You
as
tried
his his free action, he is like,
Fuck the shit I'm out.
why not just run? I mean, how fast can it be?
Very.
Very.
On ground 40, in flight 80. And I
Yeah.
don't think you want to see this thing fly.
And you know, come to think of it, it doesn't even have eyes to blind.
It doesn't have wings
Well, it has
to
those
fly.
flips.
It's got legs though.
It does. He can just
We-
crawl after us very quickly.
Yeah, it's probably a lot faster than us.
It's like a fire gecko. Alright.
My lord.
I'm ready for action.
Who's
You're
ready to
ready?
get fucked up?
We are.
So Garen is just going to immediately charge forward. He's about 25 feet up to the very front of this dragon. And
You
what
you
he's
hear Berlis groan.
and essentially what he yells is
That's kind of his job.
stand behind me. And I'm gonna take the dodge action and as a bonus action taunt it so it gets disadvantage on attack rolls not against me.
Yeah.
Alright.
Nice, that's it.
So it's Garen's turn?
Who's this up next? Wait, did you roll initiative? Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, it is Ibgern's turn. Sorry, I was checking to see if Nar wanted to work with us, but evidently that's not the case. Nar is still being a pain in the ass.
He's just sitting in his room being emo.
Just
Don't
make
worry.
the Skyrim dragon sounds by yourself.
Nar, get out of your emo phase and get out here and work.
It's not a phase,
Da-da-da.
Mom.
Da-da-da.
I was gonna play I was gonna play Skyrim, but sure, why the hell not? At this point, I need another drink of my pseudo screwdriver. Okay. Alright, then.
Oh, oh, phew.
Is this Russian edition?
Yo.
No, they do it during the Dove King song. Oh
I
yeah, the
don't think it
Pirates
was
of the
Russian.
Caribbean song.
3. Okay, 5, 10,
Okay.
16,
Whose town is
20,
it?
25. It is Edgar's. He's going to draw his short bow and he's going to fire. I don't know why I'm doing it Russian. Fucking hell.
He's
The
very
burnt
good.
fires.
And that's a mess.
It is miss.
It's a bad mess.
You came
And
too soon.
it's Envy's turn.
Envy
Shut up,
rushes-
Killsec.
What does omelet du fromage mean?
and goes for attack.
It's cheese omelet.
Yeah, it's literally cheese omelet. Omelet?
Goes for an attack.
Fromage. Fromage
No.
isn't it the
Omelette
French for
du
cheese?
fromage. Yeah, fromage is cheese.
Now I'm hungry for cheese. God damn it.
Mmm, cheese.
That's oh god, that's a miss.
There we go.
That's a hit.
There we go. That's better.
Well, you know,
So we get. I can't one-shot this thing. Are you kidding me?
You could try.
I tried. It didn't work.
Uh,
Plus, I don't have sneak
Yeah.
attack. I'm not a swashbuckler yet.
Yeah, no, you're not jinxed yet.
Yep.
I like to swash and buckle.
Alright, so with that, it is now Sapphire's turn. Because I believe that's both your attacks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing else I can really do.
Come here, Sapphire.
Real quick, what size class is this dragon?
He's large.
Oof, nice.
oh, he's a little baby.
Oh, he's just a little baby. Let's
Yeah,
kill
he's
it.
only a young dragon. Did you want me to
Let's-
throw an ancient dragon skeleton at you guys?
Let's fucking
I
kill
could've.
it.
Not. Let's not. Let's not. No. No,
He's so
please.
close to being an egg. He's an omelet.
No, that'd be a wormling. A worm sized
But-
dragon.
A large dragon, wouldn't that only be like 8 feet long?
He's more like a fillet.
Fillet dragon.
You mean a filly?
Fillet.
Filet mignon.
Filet mignon.
Okay, what you?
Sapphire.
Oh.
Hide.
Oh, I don't care if I'm bite-sized snack to this fucker.
X, play the xylophone.
Play. Wait, somebody needs to run up there with some like
I can...
some sticks and just start playing the xylophone on its ribs.
Yes.
I mean, Envy
can
does have 2
15,
swords.
20,
He can
25.
try.
Okay, she's going to do short bow. Where's some short bow?
All right, I am going.
Oh, I get it. She has a short bow.
She hits.
Cool.
Short jokes. They're
Ping.
funny.
D6 plus 4. I'll kill you later.
Okay.
I'm probably shorter than most in real life.
Likely
Same.
to get 9 damage. Alrighty. X, your go.
Sweetness. I'm going to play my guitar and cast Magic Missile.
Alright, are you going to move? Or no, wait, they don't miss, so they would just go around everybody.
Yep. So
Magic missile.
that will be 3 darts, 1d4 plus 1.
Go ahead.
That's a lot of darts.
That is a lot of darts. So
Lots and lots of darts.
wait, where's the dice? I forgot where the dice were. Holy crap.
I just imagine these darts aren't really darts. They're
Musical notes.
they're like the wheelchairs from the covers of Ride the Lightning by Metallica.
The what?
Yeah, it's
Just flying through the air.
I like to imagine them as guitars flying through the air to be smashed on the creature's head.
where.
Ching.
Depending on what mood X is in, I imagine it being like every kind of like rock kind of like thing. Like on point, like Kiss is like use your tongues. Maybe it's like Metallica's Blimp or something. Or that, I don't know. I'm tired.
Obey your master.
Puppet
Exactly.
Master. Yeah, Master of Puppets and pull your strings!
Yes.
Oh my god.
I have a
All
confession.
right, so first one,
Or mobs.
second
Muppets are
one,
the same.
third one.
Okay, so
Oh, wow.
4, 8,
Wow.
12.
Talk about similar rolls. That's pretty good.
Yep. And who still has to go for us?
Killsuck.
Yeah, I haven't gone yet.
I'm gonna use one of my bardic inspirations. I'm giving you a bard inspiration die. You can use it on
you're
one
giving
roll.
me a D4?
D6. Starts at
Oh.
D6.
Nice. Thank you.
That's for you to use to do damaga.
Oh,
Demaga.
Damage.
Damaga.
damage.
The mage.
Damage.
The
That's
lid.
it.
Written, then there.
Yes, go ahead, go.
Okay,
Go, go, go.
first I cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay. Choose
And
creature you can use in range.
I'm gonna do an
Oh.
extra D6 of damage.
Yeah.
Alright. And I'm gonna run forward. Bullet.
The lid.
Gonna run forward and I'm gonna attack.
Gonna hit it.
Gonna hit it nice and hard.
Yeah, what kind of weapon are you attacking with?
I am attacking with my motherfucking mark.
That is that...
It's bludgeoning.
Okay, one double check.
Goron, Killsick. Let's go for an all-out attack.
That's a hit.
Oh!
Ooh!
That's
That
a
is
critical.
I'm also
double.
smiting, so
Holy
Oh, God.
shit,
can I
that's a
just
lot
roll
of
my
damage.
damage and multiply by 2?
Sure.
Damage.
Okay,
Oh.
that's my regular.
Oh my.
Now I get to roll my 2d6s.
And you can. Oh yeah, because you got the D6 from me too, right?
Oh,
Yep.
and you know what? I get another one because I'm smiting.
So you
Oof.
have
Oh.
the D6 from me, the D6 from your spell, and the D6 from your smite.
Might.
Oh wait, no, my
3d6.
smite is 2d8.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh.
So 2d6 and 2d8.
Lots of damage.
Lots of damage.
You know, let's have a moment of silence. Dead before he
Go
was
pray
even
for this
alive.
dragon.
Not necessarily. It probably has a lot more HP than that.
Probably.
So
Did you add
that's
your
going to
strength?
be
Did you add your strength into that too?
29. 29 times 2.
Oh,
So-
fuck.
48,
Yeah. Wait, no.
48 damage.
Nope, that's 58.
58.
I was gonna say 58. Yeah, it's 58.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh!
get for doing math in my head.
Ah!
I don't think.
Is it dead? Is it dead? Are you serious?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Is it
Ah,
dead?
he's very close.
Oh my
Oh.
god!
Hey, Killsick, how
Kilsa comes flying and smashes her maul on its fucking head.
this
It's
this
cracked.
ball of
It's still
force.
got one opportunity. It's still got one opportunity.
You got one shot, one
The
opportunity.
power of
Mom
Nemesis
spaghetti.
compels you!
And actually, unfortunately, you all are just close enough that oh, this is good. This might hurt a little bit. This might hurt a
Oh,
little bit.
desperation attacks. I hate them. Here we
And
go.
I'm out of spell
It's-
slots.
It's not affecting me, is it? No.
No, you're too far away.
Thank God.
Die.
Yeah.
I-
Actually,
Son of a bitch.
Wait, what's
the
going
only,
on?
the only one who's not
Oh.
going to be hit is
Well, wait.
Edgar
Is
and
Wolfie-
Zephyr.
So
Wait a second.
Really?
Remember, let's see, Garen's thing.
So that will lower the
Yeah,
saving
disadvantage.
throw. That will lower the saving throw of the DC by 5.
Disadvantage on everyone else except Garen.
So for AOE stuff, that is subtract 5 from the DC.
Okay, so
But we have disadvantage regardless.
No, it has disadvantage.
okay, so everybody roll dexterity saving throw,
Okay.
Oh, I have
except
advantage on
for
them.
Can I use acrobatics?
no, it's gotta be a dex saving throw.
I have advantage on those.
Because I have acrobat as a feat, so
Bruh.
that's what I was asking.
Well,
22.
the DC is lowered by 5, isn't it?
Well,
Mhm.
shit.
Since
I
it's
also
the-
have advantage on that for the dodge action.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Well, shit. Enemy's getting hit.
I'm probably getting hit too. It's okay.
So is Goron. All the front runners are getting hit.
All of you actually passed.
Really?
Really?
I think, except for Garen.
How much was the
Yeah.
DC lowered?
Wait,
5, correct?
Yep, and then and then with the dodge action, I did that with advantage.
Okay, so
For 16.
actually, all of you passed because I'll be honest, guys, it dropped from 14 down to a 9.
Holy
You
shit!
barely passed. You barely
Holy
passed.
shit! Oh my god!
I
And,
never thought a 9 and a 10 would pass a roll, but hey, it did.
Oh my
considering
god!
what's about to hit, you guys might be happy for that because you're still taking half damage, but
Oh my god! Oh my
That's
god! I
fine.
forgot something. So
yeah, you missed all that.
one question.
Yeah.
Since the dragon is undead, it actually
Mhm.
gets an extra 1d8 from smite.
oh,
I just remembered.
Would that have been enough
Not that
damage
it's
to
gonna
kill?
matter for much longer. Let the dragon get one.
it's enough.
Oh my god.
So
Okay.
is that 19 damage we can take?
Oh man,
my god.
that
Oh my
hurt.
god!
Okay, I'm going to say, let's just say this kicks in after the dragon does his attack. For Killsec, how do you want to do this? After this guy just breathes all these bone splinters at you guys.
Everyone goes flying back.
Maybe it's its last
Go.
belch before it.
This like
dies.
holy light just fills it and explodes.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah, you
just
just kind of see.
there's just a remnant, like a nuke happened. It's like a shadow of like the
Yeah,
nuclear
I
shadow.
just. Here's how I imagine it. Is just you kind of crack it in the head and it just kind of shakes it off and it attacks, but then a radiant light just kind of explodes from the cracks in its skull and it just kind of basically, you know how dragon scales in Skyrim just kind of burn away and decay away? That's happening to
Oh,
the
yeah.
bones right now, just kind of slowly decaying away into nothingness.
Oh my
And
god!
it's gone.
Oh, Tim,
Tim lost all hearing.
You know what? I hear now.
I'm sorry.
yeah.
One shot, one opportunity.
Jesus Christ.
Mom's spaghetti.
Oh
Wow.
my god!
Yeah.
So
I ate the
basically-
omelet.
Because
If you really want to be particular about this, technically that 7 would be times 2, so
Right?
it's 14 damage.
And the thing is, it
Yeah.
didn't even get to have a solid final blow.
Yeah.
no, no.
That's 72
Okay.
damage from one hit.
Yeah, that's wow. Good job, Killsec. You killed the stealth dragon.
See what has now happened, Killsec, is because of you, everything's gonna get harder starting forward. Because of you, we may all die next session. I'm just saying.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Come on, TPK.
I think we did okay.
We did. Well, it did help. Like, I
Alright.
gave her the extra dice and everything. That was awesome.
Garen looks down at Killsec,
Alright.
and you can feel the respect.
I love
Yeah,
it.
as
Shock.
for Liz passes
Shock.
Sister Killsec,
And
I
then
mean,
goes
the
over to Killsec
admiration.
and bows. It's like, please teach me your ways. Make me stronger.
Garen
All
kind
right, guys. All right, settle down, settle down.
Oh god.
you know, Berlis would like to inspect the dragon bones.
They're not any
Splinter?
left. From the smites,
Splinters.
everything basically just kind of burned away because of all the radiant damage.
I have absorbed one dragon soul.
You're not Dovahkiin here, Killsec. You got the arrow. That's it. Now go. No.
Nothing else, like,
Get that. Oh,
I'm saying I hurt after that. We're getting the arrow and we're leaving.
let's
now.
pick up some dragon dust.
Nope, not even waiting. I'm grabbing the arrow and I'm leaving.
Yeah, let's go.
I have the arrow. You have to take it from me.
Okay, well, I'm like, Envy, we're leaving. Let's go.
No, I mean, Berlis
Envy wants some
backed
dust.
up-
He wants to
Berlis-
forge a sword with dragon dust.
Let's just
Yeah,
let's
but
just
let's
pick up
back up
Envy
that-
again and go.
Envy
Killsec
goes, Envy goes.
lights up some incense and sends her prayers to Nemesis.
Holy shit,
Nemesis.
those are some prayers.
Does Nemesis like get like omniscient? Like one of my followers just did something amazing. What the fuck?
Did she get a tickle?
It just Nemesis went, oh hey, one of my followers did something
There's
cool.
definitely
Zap.
Loft. I'm saying that Loft definitely experienced a tickle, just like, what the hell was that? Okay then.
Looks
Whatever.
around.
Thank you, Nemesis, for I have defeated my enemy today.
Yeah, I just imagine she gets tickled. She's like, oh, that just happened. Okay, then goes back to her magazine. Spiders Gone Wild.
I got nothing.
And meanwhile, Lolp is feeling a little bit jealous.
Now wait a minute. I have a bone to pick. Like all those
Well,
warriors
there's not much
that
bones
fell
left.
fighting this dragon, like there's no magical items to find anywhere.
I have
Oh,
the
Oh,
arrow.
I get it.
They-
You got a
They already took
bone.
most of its
to pick.
hoard.
Yeah, if you didn't remember earlier, 'cause somebody asked about Vinzu's connection to it, he tried to come after the horde. All of it had been taken already.
Well, no, not the horde, but just like all those fallen soldiers. Like everybody always already picked their bodies over too.
Well, I mean, the magical items
Well,
wouldn't
do
have been
you want to
buried
go
with them.
grave digging?
Absolutely not.
Well,
Please
I'll
don't.
say now that with halflings, it's part of a tradition. It's, or at least with the old cultures, part of the tradition was that you don't typically bury magical items with people because that would encourage grave robbing. So they typically just took the magical items and usually just stored them someplace, so they could discourage grave robbing.
Ah, damn it. Okay, well, Burlis, but no, like Burlis, like as he passes the sister, like the admiration is obvious. Like he's like the look on his face, like God damn, I need to listen to her more.
All right, guys,
Our
come on,
social
let's
link
hurry
for the
this
group
up.
went up.
Yep. All right. So you guys make your way back to get hooked.
Yep.
And
Yep.
march up to Mock and present to him the arrow. He just kind of
And
briefly
he searches for the arrow for a second. Hang on. Pulls out regular. Oh, puts it back. Just and a minute passes. Then he finally pulls out the arrow. Sorry.
He inspects the arrow for a little bit, looking it over. Just he like a couple of hums and oohs and ahs in between. Then she's like, "Well, fine job. I honestly was kind of hesitant with sending you guys out to get this. I mean, nobody would pull typically a sealing arrow from what basically was once an undead dragon. Well, maybe twice an undead dragon, but who's counting?
That's why you send a paladin.
Yeah, that's
scratches
why I
his face.
sent a paladin, right? Well,
But
anyway,
Then again, you're so used to your adventures failing close to this time. Perhaps you wanted us to fail.
well, not used to them failing. I mean, if I wanted you to fail, I would have sent you after the undead ancient dragon that we had going over in the wastelands. But that's something else.
Oh, lovely.
But as promised, and he kind of slips off the platinum key and he tosses it to Killsec. There you go.
Thank you. Now, where do these keys go?
Actually, if you follow me, I will take you right to the tomb and I'll show you what's in there.
Thank you.
Just be careful now, Sapphire. You know how it is. Yes, Aunt Isildi, I know. Relax. Yeesh, get off my back. And she just kind of marches outside. And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Kilsick is covered in bone dust, by the way. She looks even paler than ever before.
That's funny.
Envy actually looks like a regular drowned.
Huh. That's
Well,
funny.
not really, because drow have black skin.
Yeah.
Well, he's pale as hell now because of his bone dust, considering he was right next to you.
Yeah, you look like my brother.
Garen has to
That's
dust
funny.
himself off.
Cool.
So does Edgar and Sapphire. They're just kind of like, really? Did you have to turn it to dust?
This was a great session.
This
What
was
else would you like to do with a dragon?
fair.
I kind of honestly wanted its bones. could have made a nice sword with that.
I mean, that'd be
Cursed
interesting,
sword,
but
maybe.
But alright, that is where we are going to wrap it tonight. Thank you all who came tonight to watch for watching, and we do hope you are enjoying the series so far, and hopefully not next Saturday, but the Saturday after, we're going to be right back, and we're going to get these guys into the Tomb of Fortune to retrieve the very first amulet. And what awaits them beyond that locked door? Well, you're going to have to tune in and figure it out, as will they. So if you want to keep up with the adventures, or if you want to tune into any of the other games that happen, go follow us on Twitch, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, share the video around, get your friends to join in, because we are a couple more followers away from getting to associate status on Twitch. We would greatly enjoy the views on YouTube, just that way we know that you guys are enjoying these videos, so that way we can keep producing more games and one-shots and such. And hopefully we will see you all next time. We hope to see you all in the Discord channel, which again is going to be in the YouTube description below. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching it on Twitch, hop over to YouTube, where you can watch all of our videos so far and all of our games we've played. We played Tefra, we got a Chaos game going on, we got a couple different things going on. So, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, play on, live on, and roll out!
Wait, what?
And remember, kill sick is badass.